What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio. And you see that the seat is filled with the lovely and elegant healing consultant, Varna Spencer.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry, Miss B. There we go.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's up? How you been?
I'm fine. How have you been?
Good, can't complain.
Yes. I was just going to say, so now you know how we feel with those 3-inch heels, huh?
Man, that wasn't
Yeah.
right. And I walked 3 miles with those things on.
I know.
Oh.
Welcome.
Looking crazy.
Looking crazy.
Mm-mm.
Welcome
Each
to our
step to the
world.
car was like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
man,
Yeah.
all because of an aerosol.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
now,
that's
next
what I'm
time you
saying.
see a woman who got her shoes off, don't judge her.
No. Help her out.
Right.
Say-
That was
say,
crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. You need an arm to
Right.
take out that shoe.
Exactly.
It was crazy. And it hurt. Like
Yeah,
hell.
it does.
It hurt
Yeah,
like
it does.
hell.
Yeah, it does.
Mhm. When you got a bad pair of heels,
Oh,
woo.
God, yes.
Ooh.
Woo. And you can't take them off after you've worn them for several hours because you
No.
never get your foot back in them.
No, never.
You never, it's not gonna happen.
So you just gotta suffer.
Yeah, so I just want to say thank you. Just welcome.
Hey, these shoes will
Welcome.
never be worn to walk again.
Welcome.
Ever.
Welcome to our world.
Mm-mm.
So even when I get where I go, like I have
Yeah.
them on,
Yeah.
I'll slide them right off.
Mm. Again, welcome.
These are fashion only.
Mhm.
Welcome.
Exactly, because we all have those shoes. That's
Yeah.
why now I see why brides wear shoes like tennis shoes underneath their wedding
Oh,
dresses.
yes.
Because ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
flip flops or whatever they got. Yeah.
Hello,
Oh, that's why they take them off right after the ceremony.
hello, and good evening.
Yes.
Goodness, don't play with
Yes.
it.
It's real.
Don't play with it.
Yeah. It's real. It's real. It's a very real
Yeah,
thing.
those hurt.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
but yes, I'm fine, honey. How are you doing?
I can't complain.
Good.
Life
good,
is good. How about
Yes. Me too.
you? How's the healing world?
It's healing. it's a continuous cycle, honey.
Yeah, I
You're
know that's
always
right.
healing.
Always healing.
Always healing.
Mhm. And we're gonna do a little bit of that today.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Okay.
But first,
Uh-oh.
But
we gotta
first-
do our foolishness.
Okay.
We
Let's
got
do
it.
this.
You ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the messy
Messy
letter.
letter.
Okay.
It's time to do it.
All right. Now I don't know what's going on because we've been on this STD streak, but
Oh,
here we
no.
go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it
yeah.
says, please allow me to remain anonymous.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Yes. So
Yeah.
it says, so I was vibing with this wonderful woman. I'm in my late 40s, just for a reference. She said she had been hurt and wanted to take it slow due to a nasty divorce. As I just got out of a relationship, I was all about her requests. Because I just got out of a relationship. We went out for 3 months. Man, it was so much fun. I was totally in. So when it came time to get physical, I showed her my medical paperwork to say I'm totally clean of STDs. We were going to get down to business, and she told me as we were in the heat of passion that she has an STD. Then she was mad. I stopped, and well, I went home. There was no rude comments on my behalf, but she exploded on me. What the fuck? Am I wrong?
No.
No. No.
No one with a clean slate is wrong in a situation where they decide to not engage with someone who has something, on their files.
Mm-hmm.
I personally believe that at that point in time, he did the responsible decision for himself,
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
which she should not get mad because of that, because he has a choice.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And at that time, he made the responsible decision for himself.
Well, that's informed consent. Isn't it?
Mhm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
yes. And
Yeah.
he consented not to.
He decided that is not the way he wanted to go.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and-
Absolutely.
And why be mad?
That's the part that bothers me. Because first of all,
Mm.
you didn't disclose it until you got to the point where you were feeling guilty. And it's like, I should say something. And then because I decided to say, wait a minute, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this. Then you decide to get mad at me. You can't get mad if someone's choosing to say, I'm not comfortable with this.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because
You
were you
cannot.
comfortable when you contracted the STD? Were you okay with it?
I don't
So
know. Maybe
how
she
can you
was.
push that onto someone else?
You
Well, she
can't.
can.
You
You can't.
yeah, you can't.
Yeah. So no.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
No.
No. Bless his heart.
And then for him
Just
to
glad
be,
that-
like you said, he's in his late 40s. We're too
Mhm.
old for these types of games. So, ma'am, even if it
Yes.
is something to where, it's incurable, like, we talk about genital herpes
Mhm.
or, HIV or anything like that. allow people to be able to be, number one, informed, and then decide if they want to continue on with the relationship or not. Because we do know that there is preventative care, you know, so you
Yes.
can have safe sex even though you do have genital herpes or HIV. However, if someone is saying, I still don't want to partake, that is totally up to them. You can't get mad about that.
No, that's all right.
Right.
Yes. I mean, you know, well, y'all may be too young, but I mean, even with the AIDS epidemic, I mean, people were going to jail for
Yes.
not disclosing
Mhm.
that they had HIV, that they had AIDS,
Mhm.
if they're full blown AIDS,
Mhm.
but HIV, the
Mhm.
virus. So it's serious. You have people have to have the
Right.
ability to consent,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No matter what it is.
hmm
So nah, bruh.
So no,
You're perfectly in your
He's
right to do
fine.
what you did. Don't be guilted into
Oh my
feeling
God.
a certain type of way.
No.
Like
no,
don't be guilted into feeling any other way. You have
craziness.
a clean slate
hmm
and you want to hold on to it.
Absolutely, you better get it somewhere else.
Right. Right.
That's what I say.
Right. And then even if you want to take time to think about it, because that was sprung on you at the wrong time. Like,
Well.
really, girl?
I
really?
commend him for being able to stop
Yes. Because some
and
people
saying,
won't.
you know what, I'm cool.
hmm hmm
Yeah.
I'm good.
hmm
Might have just wrote it out.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he
Right.
was mature enough to say thanks, but no thanks.
hmm hmm
You got to give him some props for that.
Exactly.
I don't see this as being messy. You made
I
the
don't
right
either.
decision.
Right.
Like this was the responsible way.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Now she was being messy though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Getting
she-
upset definitely. And once again, on her behalf, I'm sure, there is hurt there, but you can't take it out on him.
Right.
No.
Because I'm sure like you may want to engage, but he has a choice
hmm
and he chose not to.
And then the thing is, if you probably would have had the conversation earlier on, you never know what way he would have went, but you took that from him when you
Yeah.
decided to spring it on him last minute.
Yes.
You know.
Not your later 40s. I'm sure he's probably like,
Mm.
I done made it this far. We're not
Yeah.
going to risk it now.
Oh, absolutely.
Latter 40s, nah.
I don't know. It may have gone another way if he was in his 20s.
Yeah.
I mean,
If he was younger, she
he
might
may have
have.
been a calculated risk on
Yeah,
his
he
part.
might have just said, "Well, let's see."
Yeah.
Latter 40s, nah.
You ain't trying to live that life.
nah.
You're just not.
And we don't know what kind of STD she had, but
It doesn't matter.
yeah, it does, not that it matters.
It
Yeah,
does
we
not
don't know
matter.
what type of STD she had, but
No.
yeah, I agree. I don't think that
Yeah,
I'm
no.
proud of him for not only showing his records because that's not common.
Yes. I'm like, isn't that responsible?
Yes, because from some of the reports that I read, people are out here wilding,
Yes.
ridiculously wilding.
Yes.
So I'm glad that he
Yes.
decided to take that step to say, okay, let's be responsible.
Mhm.
I want to show you, my chart or whatever it is that he has where, he lives. But like I said, for her to then get mad and explode, but then to put that on, hoping that because you're already turned on and you're in the heat of the moment, it's like, oh, well, let's just keep going. No, wait a minute. I gotta
Well,
wait a minute.
yes. Because how old was she?
Right. It doesn't say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's what I want. How old is she?
To get mad is a problem.
That's a game.
You
Mhm.
can't get mad.
You
You know what I'm
cannot.
saying? Now,
No.
you can, in your mind, you can be like hurt because yes, you want it, and then like the thought of like having that STD is what's preventing it, and you can be hurt, but to be mad and then lash out is a totally different thing.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even know why in the world she was taking that trip.
Hello.
I mean, why are
hello.
you even taking that trip?
And girl, it might be time for you to go ahead and talk to somebody about it because that was all you projecting onto him.
Yes.
That was a lot of you being hurt, like you said, being hurt before, being turned down before, being rejected, and it's like you found this guy, you've been having fun because he said that they've been having a good time. So you're having a great time, and then it comes down to this, and you feel rejected yet again. So it's like, I'm all emotions right now. You need to talk to somebody.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of something going on
Mhm.
behind that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because how long have they been having a good time? I don't think it's sad, but
Let me see.
when did she get this STD?
I believe
Okay.
before, because he said that she had been hurt and she wanted to take it slow due to a nasty divorce. So I'm wondering if this was something to where when she was married, she may have contracted it from her husband.
Because you don't. Yes. Because they kicking it, right? But
Yeah.
how long they been kicking it?
And he said they've been
'Cause
going out
maybe
for
there's
3
another-
months.
Okay, because maybe there's another question that he needs to be asking if he didn't give it to her.
That is true.
Mm,
That is true.
I'm just saying. What's the timeline?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. We don't know how long she's been out of her divorce, but he said that the two of
Mhm.
them have been kicking it for about 3 months.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Well, we're not gonna do
mm.
an STD segment on how on how long you have it from the time
Right.
from the time you have it to the time it's active. So we're
Mhm.
not gonna do that. That's for another show. However, I think there's a bigger question he need to be asking her.
Right. Right. Absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree because
As
there's a
healthcare
lot there.
professional.
There's a lot there.
Yes.
So his final question was what?
He said, "Am I wrong?"
No,
No.
No.
no,
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
emphatic no.
Mm,
So
no.
keep pushing, my brother,
Yeah.
and keep taking your healthy score
Mhm.
Mm,
along with you.
yes.
You got a healthy
Yes.
score.
He's taking care of himself.
48 years old.
Congratulations.
Wait, he
Latter
said,
40s.
yeah, I'm in my late 40s.
Congratulations.
So
Mhm.
keep pushing.
And I
Yeah,
like
he's
that he added that because essentially he's saying I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, he's adulting. He's where he's supposed to be.
Mhm.
I mean,
Mhm.
you know,
40
I am-
plus. No. Cause see, you rounding the bases now. Now we heading into 50. And then now like 50, you start slowing down saying, no, you know what? I wanna, this is how I want to live the rest of my life. And
Mhm.
you don't want to live your rest of your life with that.
no.
Especially like you said, if you've gone that far. And like I said, I do know that there is ways that you can be careful,
Absolutely.
you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it also depends on what she has.
Absolutely.
So are we talking about like chlamydia? Because girl, wait a minute.
Ah.
Wait a minute, girl. Goodness. You should go to
Okay.
the doctors immediately.
Correct.
Get that rectified.
Correct. There's some shots that need to be done.
You know,
Yes.
Goodness. Wait a minute.
Okay.
But if we're talking about something that, you know, is a little bit more permanent, then it's about education and it's about
yes.
prevention.
It is
So,
in preventative
and
measures.
that's
Mm.
also if he's up to it, because not everybody's going to want to be for that.
Absolutely.
you know,
Absolutely.
and that's their
Everybody's
right.
up to
It's their right.
that. Absolutely.
It's
It's
their
right.
choice.
Because you both then have to be responsible.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But let's make that common. When we are out here dating and we are getting ready to get down with the get down and do the
Mm.
nasty, show your medical records. Be honest.
Mm. Okay,
Have
baby.
safe and healthy sex, please.
Mm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Agreed.
Mhm.
Don't spry
Uh-huh.
anything on anyone. That is not cool.
Nah,
It's not. It's not.
It's
But
not.
I mean, how many people do y'all know that's going to be doing that
Not many.
realistically?
Not many. Mm-mm.
I'm just saying.
That is a
Mhm.
highly responsible
Mhm.
person who will
Mhm.
do
Yes.
Mhm.
Mm. Yes.
Mhm.
that. Like,
Highly
highly
responsible.
responsible. Like
Mhm.
we're talking
And I
about
just-
almost off the grid.
I'm not sure if that's a thing. You know, when you're younger, I mean,
No.
you're just not going to do that.
No, definitely not younger. So I'm proud of him when
No.
he said that this is what I'm going to do. Because like you said, I'm older now. I don't have time
yes.
for this.
Yes.
Let's get down with the get down. I'm clean. Are you clean? And let's have some clean fun. Now, if you're not clean, we gotta talk about some things. Or if
Well,
you're adamant about not wanting to get tested,
Yeah.
then we really got some problems. What's going on? What's happening? What's happening?
Mm. Mm. Yeah.
Why can't we go to this clinic? What's going on? Talk to me.
Indeed. Indeed. I don't. Ooh, Lord,
Agreed.
baby Jesus, I just don't know what you're doing. Yes, everyone, be responsible, please.
Please.
Yeah,
Please.
on your healthcare journey, it's
Mhm.
part of it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Part of it, y'all.
From the healing consultant.
Thank thee. I'm like, please. I'm like, am I doing sex education here? This is sex education 101.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Communicable diseases 101. Let's talk.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let's be responsible.
Please. Please.
Yeah.
But you know, like you said, some people have that whole thing of, oh, it won't happen to me, and you will be the
Oh,
people that it happened
And
to.
yes, and you too. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
It can happen to you too.
Like I said, I applaud him for because there's a lot of dudes that be like, meh. But I applaud him for saying, nah, I'm good. Because we don't know what we don't know what the STD was that was
No.
presented.
We don't.
And it could be something where you just don't want to roll the dice.
Right. Right.
And so for that, I applaud him. And I mean,
Yes.
to be honest, I know she said it late, but at least she said it.
Yeah,
Because
that's
some
true.
people wouldn't, they may not even say it.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it may have taken her time, or she had to work herself up to say something.
Mm-hmm.
But at
Down,
least,
I'm not sure.
yeah,
Um,
right. But at least you did say something. But just go
Yeah.
get yourself some help, so that at least when you discuss this with people in the future, nobody's saying that you shouldn't be able to have a healthy relationship somewhere,
Right.
somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But also learn how to accept someone who may reject the opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not their fault for saying no. And that's why I'm thinking, like, she's hurt
Mhm.
because he has a choice. How you gonna be like, no, come back here and sleep with me? No,
Mm-hmm.
no.
Well, I'm not sure why she's hurt. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
like-
I don't quite understand that one.
Mhm.
So
Because she got it from her husband.
That's what I'm
it's
thinking.
possible. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Because when
I
he
mean,
said nasty divorce,
asking
he
you-
may have cheated.
yes, because I'm
Mhm.
asking you how he needs to be asking where she got it from.
Hello?
I mean, if they've been kicking it.
Yeah, how'd you
For
get
3
it?
months.
How'd you get it? Because if he
And,
decided to, he's going to ask those questions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, and was this his first time? Because if it was his first time, then okay.
Mhm.
But what if it wasn't? I mean, he needs to go get checked.
Hello?
Yeah.
That's the healthcare
Hello?
person. That's the
Oh,
healthcare provider.
hello?
And you need to go get checked, boo thing.
Immediately.
Immediately.
Oh no.
Yesterday.
Oh no.
Yes.
That slip
Yesterday.
gonna come back crazy. Now you're gonna be
Yes.
just sitting there like,
Mhm.
Yeah, like they say.
wow.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
That's yes. That's the subtext to the text message
Mhm.
here. See, because that's where my mind is going. It's like, if I were him, I'm like, wait a minute. Because if this is not your first time, wait a minute. Oh, okay.
Wow.
The conversation should be, because if y'all been kicking it for a
Mhm.
while, because see, in my generation, kicking it means y'all been having some sex.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right. Right. You know what? Let me read that again.
I don't know.
Because now that you say that, no, wait a minute.
It may be a generational thing.
No. No.
Well, no, he said that she wanted to take it slow due to a nasty divorce. So
Ooh,
I'm
is she
guessing,
taking the slow for a nasty divorce or something else.
yeah.
I ain't trying to put
Yeah,
words in a
you
young
taking
lady's
it
mouth.
slow
A young
because-
lady's mouth. I'm just saying.
You taking
Maybe
it slow.
she knew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Mhm.
taking it slow because you know.
'Cause she
Yeah,
knew.
because he said when we went out for 3 months. Man, it was so much fun. I was totally in. So when it came time to get physical,
Oh, yeah. That's
Mhm.
why they hadn't.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She was probably scared, and it's
I'm
like
sure
maybe
she
if I
was.
get you to like me enough, then it won't be a big issue.
What?
I'm just laughing because my man was like, it was a great time, but
Mm-hmm.
peace.
Yeah. See?
Yes.
And then that's when she got mad.
Because I read much
Yeah.
more into that letter than now I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, and Miss Ma'am, I like I said, I understand because no one
Yeah.
wants to be rejected. I get it. And then if this was something that was contracted because of your husband cheating on you, then there's definitely hurt. But instead of getting into a relationship, you should have went ahead and got some help
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
to deal
Yeah.
with everything: the divorce, the cheating, the fact of your results, all of
Well,
that.
she's got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
She probably shouldn't have. Yeah. She got a lot going on. Perhaps, that may not have been the time to start a new relationship.
Right. Right.
You can go and you can have fun. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah. Slow it down. Slow it down.
Yeah.
Dating should not be at the top of your head right now.
No.
'Cause the other thing is you got to process what just happened to you. Like my marriage is in shambles,
Mhm.
and then now I have a possible incurable STD, and that's what I'm guessing.
Well, because he didn't say what it was.
Right.
Ugh. I'm just saying. Okay. Okay.
Wow. That's all
I
you can
know.
do.
Got a lot out of that little letter,
Yeah.
didn't we? Mm.
Yeah, but you're not wrong, sir. So that was your question. Am I wrong? No, you're
No.
not.
No,
You're not wrong.
No, you're
Not
not
in
You
the
are
wrong.
not
respect.
wrong.
Not in
Um,
respect.
And like I said, if you think about it or whatever, if you feel like you still want to be in a relationship, but think about it. Think
Mm.
about it.
You better
Think about
think.
it. Right. Think about it.
What you
That what
trying to do to me?
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Just saying. To think long and hard, because then don't be that
Yes.
person to throw it
Mm-mm.
back in her face either if you decide to be with her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a thing. Just
All right.
saying.
All right. So are we ready to
Mhm.
switch gears?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we told you guys that we are all about well, it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes.
And one of the things that we know, and I'm pretty sure, Ms. V, because you had a house full of boys,
Yes.
that oftentimes our men will suffer in silence.
Oh, absolutely.
They won't say anything.
Absolutely.
They just keep going.
Mhm.
And then oftentimes, we're hearing about things like strokes. We're hearing about things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol.
Heart attack.
Yes, heart
Mm.
attacks.
That's a biggie.
Yes, all of these things are happening because they aren't saying anything and they're not doing anything, and they just think, oh, well, it will get better.
Well, yeah, because the first thing out of the mouth is, "I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine.
Mhm.
It's
All right.
fine."
Yeah.
I'm
okay.
good.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
that's the classic. Those are classic lines,
Mm-hmm.
and they continue. And not to mention, they have other factors. They have other stress factors. They have other life stressors. So it is very difficult for men honestly to even recognize that they're having a problem,
Mm-hmm.
let alone dealing with actual problems.
Right.
And for us, hypertension or high blood pressure is a biggie. It takes out a lot of us
Mm-hmm.
at a very young age, and it has to do with the anxiety, with the stress. With a lot of, especially African American men, they suffer in silence.
Mm-hmm.
They suffer in silence because they're taught to suffer in silence.
Which is sad.
They're taught to do that. Be a man.
Mm-hmm.
Men
keep it
don't
on.
cry.
Yeah. Keep it in.
Stop
Mhm.
whining.
Yeah.
Don't,
Stop being a baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody want to hear from a whining ass man.
Yeah. Stop
Your
being a
mother
baby.
used to say that.
Oh yeah.
Don't nobody want to hear from no whining ass man. Suck it up. You got 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fix your face.
Fix your
Right.
face.
Fix
Your
your face.
face
Fix
was
your
a
face.
classic line.
Yes,
Mm.
fix your
Fix
What
face.
the hell
face.
you around here crying
Yeah.
for?
What's going on with you?
Yeah.
What's what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So yes, it's a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that it's a big thing.
What's wrong with you?
Uh,
I don't know. You know what? Right there. We're gonna put a period right there.
What's wrong with you?
And the reason why I'm saying that is because I tell people all the time,
Yeah.
and especially in our community,
Mhm.
and it's Men's Month, but just people in general.
Yeah.
When somebody gets shot, you don't look at that person and say, "How can I help you?" You immediately go to work
Mhm.
if you are informed.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah.
And there are ways that we can get informed to see that in other people so that we don't say things like, "What's wrong with you?"
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
that is the hardest thing for a person who is suffering to be able to answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you don't
don't know.
know.
Sometimes you don't know. Yeah.
You don't know.
A lot of times you don't know.
Right.
Mhm.
A lot
Right.
of times you are suffering from stress, from anxiety, from
Mhm.
depression.
Mhm.
And if things like that happen to you, you're suffering from pain,
Mhm.
whether it's physical or whether it's mental.
Right.
And most people don't even
Anguish.
know what the signs of depression are. They just think, oh, I'm just tired. Oh, I'm
Yes.
just bored. Oh,
Oh,
I'm
that's a
just
big one, yes.
uninterested.
I can't
You
keep.
know.
Yeah, I can't focus.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of being disinterested.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of being disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
You can spend a lot of time just doing nothing,
Mm-hmm.
just sitting. What you think is okay, looking at movie or looking at TV or whatever, and
And being
they're zoned
stuck.
out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's escapism, and it's good, and it feels
Mhm.
good because you don't have to do anything.
Right.
You don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
And I just pulled it up so that because you brought up a good question of what does it look like. So there's a couple ways
Yeah.
here, and it's physical. Physical symptoms are such as loss of energy,
Mhm.
lethargic, exhaustion, change in appetite, sleep patterns, restlessness, headaches, back pains, digestive problems, erectile dysfunction, chest pains, and shortness of breath.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. But let me ask
Mhm.
you, those are also symptoms for a lot of other
Mm-hmm.
illnesses,
I was so
which is why it's misdiagnosed
Mm-hmm.
all the
you
time.
know what? While I'm reading that, I'm like, and somebody who has high blood pressure can suffer from
Mhm.
this. Somebody who has diabetes could be
Yeah.
suffering
Mhm.
from this. So there's other things
Burnout.
that Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
Mhm.
that's why people go, they go rush themselves to the hospital for chest pain
Mhm.
when they're having an anxiety attack.
Mhm.
It looks the same.
Mhm.
Unless when you go to the hospital, they're gonna pull lab work and they're gonna
Yeah.
check your troponin. Oh, I'm sorry. They're gonna check a whole bunch of blood work. And then they're gonna rule it out.
Right.
And they're gonna say, oh, ma'am, sir, you just had an anxiety attack.
Mhm.
But to you, it felt sure as hell like a heart attack.
Yeah, like you're
Right,
out of here. This
right.
is
yeah, this is it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it. So a lot of those symptoms are not, they're not.
Not just. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not necessarily diagnostic for
Mhm.
whatever, for depression or anxiety or stress,
Mhm.
because those are very vague.
Mhm.
So being in the medical field
Yeah,
and seeing a plethora of things.
Yes.
plethora.
Um,
Years,
when would you suggest
Mm.
people, or especially men,
Oh.
just check in with the doctor or the hospital? When would you say, like, there's a certain signs of saying, like, you need to go in and get checked out?
Well, if you're at the hospital and I see you, then you've gone past the.
Mhm.
I mean, you have.
Mhm.
You've gone past that threshold.
Mhm.
But so here's the thing. I think that with anyone,
Mhm.
see, I believe in more preventative medicine
Okay.
than I do reactionary.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because once you start seeing those type of symptoms and you've gone to the emergency room for something,
Mhm.
I think that's an obvious cry
Right.
that you've passed.
Yeah.
You have surpassed your time to get a checkup,
Mhm.
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 whether it's physical or whether it's emotional.
Mhm.
You've surpassed that time.
Okay.
Stressors, they always, a simple thing, when people say, oh, insurance companies do this. When you have had an event, a life event in your life,
Mhm.
and they tell you, oh yeah, you need to check, you can check your insurance, you can change your insurance. Yeah, well, you need to go see somebody.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You need to recognize that that's what that is.
Mhm.
If your job is just shitty,
Mhm.
but you've got to go anyway, that's a stressor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
If you're getting up in the morning and you are dreading what you're doing, where you're doing, how you have to get up, those are stressors.
Mhm.
Recognize that's
Mhm.
what that is.
Mhm.
If it doesn't feel good,
Mhm.
if it's not making you feel good, those are stressors.
Mhm.
When you're feeling bad,
Mhm.
the hate, the sadness, the depression, those are stressors.
Yeah. And
Those
then,
are stressors.
so then now, to keep things intact,
Oh,
when
yeah.
we're feeling that way,
Mm-hmm.
where do
we
we
talked
where
about
do we
this.
come in here?
Mhm.
Yes, because remember we've talked about this.
Mhm.
We've talked about the drops.
Mhm.
We've talked about the drops. We've talked about the gummies. So here's the thing: CBD is phenomenal with stress, anxiety,
Mhm.
depression,
Mhm.
pain. I mean, just a mirage
Mhm.
of things. It's really good for.
Mhm.
And that's just not me saying it. That's just research.
Right.
And it's becoming more and more prevalent.
Mhm.
So you have to start out, you have to recognize, number one, excuse me, that this is happening.
Mhm.
Number two, use some preventative medicine.
Okay.
Mhm.
You have to.
Mhm.
Because the truth is you can't live without stress.
Correct.
Right. Right. It's
You
going to
have to
happen.
manage it.
Mhm.
You have to
Yeah.
manage it.
Mhm.
And that's where this comes in.
Got you.
That's where CBD comes in.
Mhm.
Whether it is, because all of us know if you're in pain, whether it's emotional or whether it's physical, that's a stressor.
Right.
Right.
That's a stressor. You're trying to get through your day in pain.
Mhm.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10 that doesn't work.
Right. Right.
And let me
Mhm.
ask you this. So,
Yes.
because typically when you recognize some of the signs or you just know something's off, people will go to the doctor and they may prescribe something like a Zoloft or a Wellbutrin.
Mm.
So,
Correct.
what would be the difference between a CBD and, like, let's just say a Wellbutrin, which isn't as as heavy as like a Zoloft?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, so this is my take on pharmacological medicine.
Mhm.
It's going to have side effects.
Mhm.
They're going to. You need to read your label, but they're going to happen. CBD, hell, even marijuana, cannabis. If you know who you're
Hello.
getting from, yes,
And where it's being grown.
yes,
Mhm.
it's a plant.
Mhm.
It's natural.
Mhm.
There have been no recorded deaths from marijuana, cannabis, CBD, THC. No.
Mhm.
No, it's just simply not the case. There has never been to date, there's not any deaths related to that. Period.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, I can't even say, there's nothing else to say about that.
Mhm.
Right.
But the side effects of other drugs, they're going to happen. They're synthetic.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You're just weighing it. You're weighing the good with the bad,
Okay.
and you're trying to decide. You're trying to decide
Mhm.
if those side effects are worth it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Are they worth it to you?
Right.
Mhm.
Because I think we've discussed this numerous times. People don't like the way they feel
Right.
on anti-anxiety
Yes.
or antidepressive medications,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and that's a real thing.
Mhm.
That's a real thing.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's why people are looking for alternatives.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
Because you don't feel like
exactly why.
you.
You don't feel like you.
Mhm.
Right.
You don't act like you.
Mhm.
And you feel, for a lot of people, they feel cloudy. They feel like they are in a fog. They feel like they are outside of their body, looking at themselves
Just
go
move
through
around.
life.
Mhm.
And
that's
I've
not cool.
met so many, especially the younger generation, who
Mm.
claim to suffer from, anxiety
Yes.
and social anxiety and depression,
Mhm.
where you can see a clear difference when they're not on the medication.
Okay.
They're almost like zombies,
Absolutely.
and it's like you've been taking whatever drug it is that they've been
Mhm.
taking. I've seen more people zombie out with Zoloft.
Yeah.
And it's sad because it's like, you all right? Like, what's
No.
going on?
Well, no, they're medicated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Say
that's what
no,
they
they're
are.
not.
Because again, that's what those are some of the side effects
Mhm.
Mhm.
of it. And you have to weigh. You have to weigh the side effects. Now, children, it's different. It's different with children
Mhm.
because I don't recommend for children to be smoking marijuana.
Right.
Mhm.
But we've talked about the difference between CBD,
Mm-hmm.
THC, and marijuana. So that's a whole different conversation. But I don't advocate for that either. But I don't like the anti-anxiety and antidepressive
Right.
meds that children are on,
Yeah.
which is why I believe that young adults, teenagers, I believe they have to go to their healthcare provider and come up with something
Mm-hmm.
that will work from them that doesn't give them those side effects.
Mhm.
Right.
The truth is that pure CBD, full spectrum CBD, doesn't do that. But you really need to be up under some sort of healthcare professional
Mm-hmm.
whose specialty is actually CBD
Mhm.
and all the cannabinoids and derivatives of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I've been quite clear about that. Because I don't think kids need to take high doses of THC either.
Right.
So
Right.
I think that's a responsible decision
Mm-hmm.
that they need to do. But the truth is that CBD in and of itself is not going to hurt anybody.
Right. Exactly.
And it has incredible therapeutic value to it.
Mhm.
And that's the one thing that I love that you mentioned,
Mhm.
because like you said, with medication, sometimes people feel like, oh, well, it's a safety net because it's FDA approved or whatever have you, or my doctor is prescribing this
Yeah.
and saying like, oh, this is what I should be taking. But they'll turn their nose up at the CBD,
Yes.
and I'm like, well, wait a minute.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Now you're on this
And
drug that's making you like a
yes.
zombie and you're gaining weight or you're disinterested, or you're not like yourself and you don't
Yeah.
want to try this.
You
Right.
are perfectly okay. And you are perfectly okay with living with those side effects. But
Right.
you're going to complain about the side effects.
Right.
So you have to be responsible for your health care.
Mhm.
You have to be
Mhm.
responsible for your health care. I hate to say it, but there's a reason why it's called Big Pharma.
Mhm.
Tell them again.
It's a reason why.
Mm-hmm. Tell them
It's
again.
if you just look at, you remember the whole, opioid
Yes, ma'am.
issue. It started in Little West Virginia where a
Mhm.
doctor
Mhm.
was prescribing incredible amounts
Mhm.
of opioids.
Mm-hmm.
And but
And he got addicted.
yes, but
Mhm.
now did the pharmaceutical company, what did they do?
Kept pushing
Kept
it.
pushing it out.
Oh hell yeah.
And even made another pill.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And they knew the side effects of their medication.
yes, they did. Mm-hmm.
They didn't announce that.
Mhm.
No, not only was he, like I said, he was giving away like Tic Tacs,
Mhm.
but they were encouraging him to do so.
Mhm. Mhm.
They were encouraging him to do so. And how many thousands, hundreds of thousands of people did he get addicted?
Right. And we're talking about teenagers, high
Yes,
schoolers.
we are talking about
They were robbing,
teenagers. Yes.
pharmacies and
Mm.
things like that. And by the way,
Yes.
if you have not seen, it's a show on
Oh.
Hulu. I think it's called Big
Yes.
Sick.
I think it is.
And then there's another one on Netflix called Painkiller. It's essentially
Yeah.
the same story.
That's the one I watched.
Yes.
Painkiller.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Watch either one.
my
It's
God.
essentially the same story, but you can see the effects of the opioid crisis and how ridiculous it got. But like you
Mhm.
said, did anybody do anything about it?
Nah.
No.
No.
I think
No.
I think the pharmaceutical company may have taken a big, huge fine
Mm-hmm.
and promised that they would open up some rehab centers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then adjusted their labeling, and that was it.
And that was it.
That was it.
That was it.
But the pills are still.
Oh yeah, because those
Yeah.
are people you're trusting.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And now, only thing it says, oh, you know what? We're just going to do a little better screening.
Yep.
We're
Mm-hmm.
just going to do a little better screening
Mhm.
to make sure that you're not really
Right.
addicted.
Mhm.
But now tell me, this is just me. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but you had a whole not just town, but under 18 high school
Mhm.
athletes
Mhm.
addicted.
Mhm.
How is that any better than a young person
Right.
using CBD
Exactly.
Right.
without those side effects?
Right.
I'm asking. That's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Because how is that any better
Mhm.
when when young people were dying
Yes.
from their addiction?
Yes.
And committing crimes and,
committing-
carrying
yes.
And as an athlete,
Ah,
you injuries, they pump pills in you like it's nothing.
yes.
And nobody asks any questions.
Nobody
Nobody
does.
says
Are
a
you
word.
serious?
Oh, man. And I don't care what your age is. Whatever that injury is, they're gonna pump you with pills and try to get you as numb as possible. And please don't get into the big boys because they go back and get shots
That's
Ooh.
right.
and then they come
That's
back
right,
out
shots.
and then they play. And so being an athlete and getting into this whole idea of opioids and all that stuff, man, it's nothing for you to say my shoulder hurts and then they take an
Mhm.
They
x-ray
give
and
you
the next thing you
Oxycontin.
know you get anyone you pick
Yes.
whatever one you're not
Mhm.
allergic to you can have,
That's right.
Wow.
and then they give you that scale. What's your pain level
That's
between
right.
this and this? And a lot of kids after a while know to say, okay, I'm at a 7.
Mhm.
They write the script and you got it.
Yes.
That is sad.
Yeah,
It is
man.
sad. It is sad.
Yeah.
And we've talked about how well the roll-on works
Yes.
Mhm.
for that type of pain.
Yes.
And how well it works for athletes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And that's not systemic, which means it's not going in your bloodstream.
Right.
right.
Mhm.
It has incredible anti-inflammatory properties
Mhm.
Mhm.
to help your body heal.
Mhm.
Those are muscles.
Mhm.
And you have
Help
2
your
versions
muscles.
of those.
I do.
Mhm.
I do. I have these, which is the 800 milligrams. And the salve is 900 milligrams.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And the bigger one for chronic pain is the 2400
2400.
milligrams.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And for those, either email me on that one.
Mhm.
Yeah. vspencer@thehealingconsultant.com.
Mhm. Mhm.
So email me on that
Yeah.
one. Okay.
And like you said, there's
Um,
options.
Yeah. And the lotion.
Yeah.
The lotion is 750. But please, how is that any better?
Right.
How is that any better for our youth? For those kids?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're kids.
Right.
Right.
How much better is that? Just give them, just give them a pill. How many of those kids were
Mhm.
hooked and addicted in
Right.
that little community?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like Coach saying, committing crimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no. And so it's important. It's important to understand that, not addictive,
Not at all.
works
Mm-mm.
well, for your mental health and your physical health.
Mhm.
Check. I mean, this isn't going to hurt you.
No.
Like, no.
And the stigma that is applied to CBD is so strong and
Oh.
has people in such a chokehold. And it's amazing to me that people are willing, like I said, you will go and get a prescription drug where you
Yes.
have no idea what this is going to do to your body, even the long-term effects.
Yes.
And I'm not going to attack anybody on Ozempic and Wegovy because it is what it is. Like
is
if
what it
my
is.
insurance could do it, I would get it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
But you don't know what you're injecting in your body. But then when you talk about CBD, it's like, well, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Girl, what are you
Sir,
talking about?
What's going on?
Yes. What are you talking about?
Mhm.
You are more than happy. Like I said, it needs to be, both need to work together.
Right.
Mhm.
to give a patient, a person, a customer options.
Mhm.
Because not everybody wants to go through their life just fucked up.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Not everybody does.
Right.
Not everyone
Mhm.
does. And for those people who don't want to do that, for people who have jobs, for people, who have things they have to get done,
Mhm.
And they're not in a fog,
Yes.
and they don't feel, this doom and gloom,
Mhm.
and they are trying to get through their day, to
Mhm.
manage their day, then you need to come see me.
Absolutely.
You need to come and see
Mhm.
me,
Yeah.
the healing consultant.
And it balances you out. And I wish I would have
Yes.
known about this when I was taking the drug Accutane,
Oh,
because I
yeah.
know that there were a lot of kids that were having mood issues with it. And it was one of the things where mine were not that bad.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
it was little moody, but not that bad.
Yeah.
But you could tell something was off,
Yeah.
So
So
to have something to kind of bring you back and balance you out would have
Yes.
been nice, instead of just, oh, well, here's another medication. I'm already on this medication that I
Yes.
don't want.
Yeah,
You
because what happens is that you're trying to treat the side effects of the side effects that you had for the initial pill.
Right.
So then you start,
Right.
and then you start trying to manage the side effects
Mhm.
of what you have.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So then it starts becoming a cumulative thing.
Mhm.
And that's why I just wish that that someone would just say stop.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if nothing else, and that plays incredibly, it's incredibly integral when we talk about mental health,
Mhm.
because you have generations of people that are just trying to numb themselves through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just trying to numb yourself
Yeah.
through it, and that doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Mhm.
That's why I truly believe that's why these children are committing suicide,
Mhm.
while they're not having the ability to develop coping skills,
Mhm.
because number one, they're just not having the tools or the
Right.
bandwidth to do that.
Mhm.
Right.
And that's a whole different other conversation.
Mhm.
But because they don't have those skill sets,
Mhm.
then they're out here struggling,
Mhm.
Right.
and giving them 50,000 pills
It's not it.
is, I just, in my personal opinion, no, it's not.
No,
No, it's
I see
not.
it, and I agree. It's
No, it's
definitely
not.
not.
So let me ask you a question, because we initially started the conversation with men and people essentially just being silent about their pain.
Mhm.
What will it take for them to take the steps to try something like a CBD, especially if they don't even go to the doctor?
Another person suggesting it that has already taken it.
Okay.
And which creates a community, right?
Yeah.
And that's something that most men don't have. You know what I mean? They don't have a community of people where I could say like, yo, bruh, I take this. Like, I'm starting to get more men who are vocal, and I'm seeing it.
Mhm.
And every now and again, you get the opportunity to, interject in the conversation what you're doing for yourself. But to create this community of a safe space to have that communication, because the one thing that men feel like being vulnerable turns into a weapon
Mhm.
to be used against them at a later time. So to get a lot of men to be vulnerable, there has to be a certain level of trust, because if I'm vulnerable for you, then I've just shown you a weakness.
Mhm.
And this is something that runs rampant amongst men, because where do they share their feelings?
Right.
Which is why I keep pushing, like, go get a therapist. Because if you don't want to share your feelings with people because you feel like that will come back in your face,
Right.
then go to a professional where you can share your feelings, and there's no reason for a therapist to throw it back in your face. Their
Right.
job is to help you work through what's inside of your mind.
Mhm.
So if you don't have that community, but I'm telling you that, and that's the reason why even with the therapists that we will have working with Ms. Varna, the goal is to be able to see that you can have healthcare professionals help you through this.
Mhm.
Because I'm a person like that too. I don't want to share my feelings with everybody because it ain't everybody's business.
Right.
But when you start to feel like, nah, something ain't right, like the way I'm thinking, the way I'm feeling, you start feeling like I called it like driving a car that needed an oil change. Like it's just not. You hit the gas and you're just not going anywhere. When you start to feel that, then you need to start figuring out what's going on inside of you.
Right.
and how you're processing things.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like you said, preventative,
Yes,
can
I
I
think it's-
process?
Yes, but and you know what? In order for you to process, you have to have a safe place to land, and you have to bring down your anxiety, your depression, and your stress. And it takes a community. It takes a community, and taking whether you're doing the gummies or whether you're doing drops, or it gives it allows you to just come down with it and just be here, and just have, if things are coming in, if information's coming in, you can process it. You can process it when you're not up here,
Right.
when your anxiety is not up here, because if it's up here and things are just coming at you left and right,
Oh yeah,
you can't
even
cope.
you can't
Mhm.
function.
You decompensate.
You can't.
You
Oh,
shut
shit.
down.
Right.
You shut down,
Yeah.
and you don't have the ability to process it.
Mhm.
So just give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
Please.
Bring it down.
Mhm.
Just right here.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Just bring it here.
Yeah.
And that's what these products do.
Mhm.
They just let you just be here.
Mhm.
They let you have the ability to kind of maintain,
Mhm.
to just be okay. Say, okay,
Mhm.
yeah, shit's coming in.
Right.
I feel, yeah.
Right.
And it's coming.
It's coming.
Mhm.
Because you're like a computer,
Mm-hmm.
whether you like it or not.
Mhm.
You take information in, you process it,
Mhm.
and then you put it out,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
whatever it looks like.
Shameless plug. The series with the therapist is called Closing the Tabs.
Ah,
3-part
yes.
series that'll
That'll do
also be with our healing consultant.
yes.
So make sure you
Yes.
tune in 12th, the 19th, and the 26th.
Yes.
All those days we will have different topics. Matter of fact, you want to hear the topics? We
Yes,
got the
please do.
topics.
Yes.
Right?
Share.
Let's talk about what these topics are. Well,
Well,
hold
this is,
on.
and that's what
Yeah,
it is.
Oops.
Well,
Information in. Yes, because that's what we do.
And I'll say
Oh,
this.
I do have the
you
topics.
got it?
Yeah.
Got it?
Okay.
Okay.
So closing the tabs is going to be a 3-part series that we're going to do starting June the 12th. So it'll be the June 12th, June 19th, and June 26th. And the topics are discovering the hidden impact of unresolved issues, the healing power of closing old chapters, and living your best life with a clean mind and an open heart.
Clean mind.
Hello.
Start with, you got to
Exactly.
start with a clean mind.
Exactly. And this is what I also want to tell everyone
to.
too who's watching. Stop looking to get high. Because if you're
Yes.
looking to get high, number one, it's not going to happen.
It's
And
not
then
gonna
number
happen.
two, you're masking something and you don't want to deal with the problem. And that's the one issue that I always I get tired of hearing when people come to you and
Mhm.
you know, they come to your table and they're expecting like, oh, I want this hot, or they're scared that they're going to get hot. It's not going to happen.
No.
We have
And
a
you're not gonna
question
get
too.
high.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I didn't want it
yeah.
because for whatever reason they're not popping up
Yeah, I was
here.
going to say y'all
Oh.
real quiet. But
No, they're not. I went to
okay.
the live, but we do have a question.
Yes.
One of the questions was would this be considered a form of holistic medicine? I want to change how I approach my health issues.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes. And actually, some would say not only holistic, but Eastern based medicine, because China, Japan, they've been using,
I believe it.
oh God, yeah.
I believe
They've
it.
been using the herb for quite a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
what's the other thing?
So it
Matcha
is.
tea. They
Oh,
use
yeah.
that a lot.
Yes. And now you have to remember, we talk about CBD, but we don't talk about the terpenes and the cannabinoids that are in it.
Mhm.
There is a lot of healthcare benefits from, some common thing that everybody knows. You remember sesame seeds?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And everybody was talking about,
Yeah.
they're getting high and people
Yeah.
are testing positive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's in the family.
Huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, there are so many things I mean, pepper. We talked about pepper. We
Yes.
talked about, basil. We talked
Mhm.
all of those.
And
All of
aren't
those have
some of those
healing
things in
properties.
ashwagandha as well?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
what I
So
thought.
yes, it is. It's holistic medicine.
Okay.
Another one of the comments was
is.
reason why I asked is because, like you said, medications have you in this zombie state. So majority of the time, I just rather be in pain instead of being in a non-verbal state.
That's terrible.
No, that is
Yeah.
That's
so
terrible.
terrible. I am sorry.
That was
about
jazz. That was jazz.
Oh,
Jazz.
hi.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't give her song.
Completely forgot. I'm sorry, boo. Give me your address. I'll send you
Oh,
something.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Bless your heart. And you're so cute, honey. You're adorable. I just want to say that. I just want to just come through there and just pinch your little cheeks. You're so cute.
We definitely don't want anybody to be in pain
No.
and choosing pain rather than
no.
being in a zombie state. And I think that's the reason why even us as TDS Radio, we use the product. Like I said, in my book bag are my drops. And I need them. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I don't. I need them. And I can feel the difference when I don't take them. Not that I am addicted. I can feel the difference of the clarity of my mindset and my ability to control the anxiety level.
Yes.
Because once I get upset, that anxiety starts to rise. Now I'm tensing my shoulders. Now all of a sudden there's pain in my chest that I didn't have. Whereas when I take my drops, I'm completely
Balanced.
completely balanced and coherent to accept the BS, but it doesn't, it just mellows the anxiety that comes with, here we go. Oh, here comes the bullshit. Here comes, and that's when you start tensing up and everything.
Yeah, because you can recognize.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can recognize when it's coming, because even you're at a place where you're like, oh, okay, yeah, it is. I recognize it.
Yeah.
It's stress.
Yeah.
Oh, I recognize it.
Mhm.
It's anxiety.
Mhm.
You can recognize it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't mean you have to go up there with it.
Right.
You don't have to go up there with it. You can just
Right.
like, okay, I
Here
recognize
it
it.
is.
That's what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
That's what this
it
is.
Here we are today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we are today.
Here we are today.
Doesn't mean that you have to escalate and go with it. That's not
Right.
what it does.
Right.
If anything, it gives you the ability to be right here and go, okay, well, shit, I recognize what it is.
Yeah.
And let me deal
Here we
with
go.
it,
Yeah.
opposed to let me mask it by getting high.
Right.
And
Because that doesn't solve anything.
it doesn't solve anything. Once you come back down, the problem is still there.
Still there.
So why not just be balanced, deal with it, and learn how to have these coping skills?
Yes.
And the other thing too is it's non-habit forming. So people are like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I'm gonna be on it for the rest of my life. First of all, there's no reason why you can't make it a part of your daily routine.
It's
Mhm.
not.
Because it's a part of my daily routine. But then also know that you're not gonna be out here scratching yourself like you're on crack. Like
God,
that's
no.
not what this
No,
is.
no.
And
No,
I'm going to be honest, pairing it with therapy has helped. Like,
Yes.
well, actually, I got the trifecta because now, being more spiritual based,
Mhm.
then add in a little bit of therapy, then add in when those two seem to kind of just get pushed down because shit keeps shitting on you, it keeps
Yeah.
coming. Then we get these drops to just balance you out.
Yes.
And then now you can think and
Mhm.
think through things. Like the biggest
Yes.
part about the problems that we are encountering is having the ability to think through them so that we can at
Right.
least put a period instead of a comma in something and say, okay, now this is done. Now here goes the next problem. Okay, now this is done. But when you can't think it through, everything just seems to pile up.
Yes.
Mhm.
Because as we're going to talk about in coming episodes, there are files. Your brain has files. It's
Mhm.
like a filing cabinet.
Mhm.
And there are tons of files. in it.
Mhm.
And now you've got all the tabs open.
Right. And
Mhm.
You've got all
Literally,
the tabs open.
what she just said is what my therapist and I talked about, and what he and I are
Yeah.
working on are closing those tabs that you just left open.
Yeah.
You haven't satisfied it because our mind works like he was telling
Mhm.
us, and I'll share it, and I'm sure he's going to share it. The old school disk that you used to put into
Yeah.
the computer,
Yeah.
it spins and spins and spins, and it files wherever it can find a place to drop something.
Mhm.
Our minds work very similar.
Mhm.
If we don't have a place for it to drop and then say, okay, this is where we store this, then it just
Keep
keeps
going.
spinning and spinning and spinning. So then you've never moved past that.
No.
And now anything that resembles that situation that you never moved past, bang,
It's a
you're
trigger.
right back. And
It's a trigger. for you.
literally, I'm happy that I started to journal so that,
Yes. Very
and I
important.
use my phone. So then I write as soon as it hits,
Mhm.
get it out my mind so that it can find a place to store. And I promise you, without those drops as a part of my process, certain days it wouldn't have happened because I wouldn't have been, like you said, the anxiety would have built up to
Yes.
where I can't think and can't process.
And you can't bring it down.
Right.
And you're trying to operate way up here.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. And because you don't, just like an operating system, once you're up here and you're trying to operate, what does it do? It shuts down.
It crashes.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It shuts down. It reboots.
Hello.
Which is why people sleep.
Right. Right.
Have you ever noticed that? Like people who are depressed or have high anxiety, have things going on, when they're operating way up here
Mhm.
and everything's coming and all of those tabs are open,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden when they're still
Mm-hmm.
in the
Yep.
chair, they go boom.
Bang.
Mhm.
They're done. Because their brain
Yeah.
is like, I need, because
Yeah.
I always tell people, I said, you can do this if you want to. You can try to spin way up here, but eventually your body
Mhm.
is going to say,
It's gonna stop
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's going to say, you know what? You won't stop it.
Mhm.
I'll stop it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it is.
It
and
will.
then, that's when you have strokes, heart attacks,
Mhm.
Mhm.
And get
you know,
things like the
yes.
like colds and
colds.
things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a common cold. That's when it happens
Mhm.
because your body is like, oh, okay, well, you don't shut it down.
Yeah.
Not a
We're
problem.
shutting down.
Yeah.
I'll fucking stop it for you. This is not a problem for me. You know what? Because you acting
Yeah.
crazy.
Because
right
you
now.
letting your mind run
You
everything.
You acting
Yeah.
crazy. So I tell you what, put it into this shit.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're like, boom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then you wonder what happened. Well, that's what happened.
Mhm.
That's what happened
Mhm.
because your body is going to, it's going to stop you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I tell client patients that all the time. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
You keep it
Right.
up.
Keep going if you want to.
Keep it up. I'll see you again
Mhm.
because you're going to shut down.
Right.
You'll be back.
You'll be back. You'll be back.
Yeah.
You'll be back.
Not a problem.
And don't let society think that there's anything wrong with resting. There's
oh my
nothing
God,
wrong with resting.
no.
Nothing wrong. And I think that that's something too that, people need to realize. Like social media will pressure you that you got to keep going. That's hustle culture.
Mm-mm.
Keep going.
Mm-mm.
Like you said, if not, your body will show you, all right, keep
Yeah.
hustling if you want to. We're
Yeah.
going to shut this shit down immediately.
And it
you know?
will.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No problem.
Yeah. So take time out for you. First of all, allow this to be a part of your self-care.
Yes.
And then plan out days to where even if it's just an hour, you owe it to yourself. Take an hour of your time, even if it's just go for a walk,
Mhm.
exercise, sit on the couch, take a nap, something to where you are just loving on yourself and giving back to yourself for a moment.
Well, yeah, because it's part of your healthcare, regimen.
Mhm.
Because it really is. If you want to talk about a grind, your healthcare is a grind.
Hello.
It's a grind every day, all
Mm-hmm.
day, 24/7.
Mhm.
And you should be there to participate in it.
Absolutely.
And that's what this does.
Mhm.
It allows you to actively participate in your health care
Mhm.
because it's not just one thing.
Right.
It's the drops. I got tea too.
Yeah.
And
It's drops. It's tea. It's journaling.
Mhm.
It's getting
your candle.
Yes, it's candle. It's getting your own mental health therapist
Mhm.
because I believe in therapy.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I
You know what's
believe in
funny? When you said tea, and this is
Yeah.
something that I had never done going to work. I have like a happy blend of juice that I make that while I'm riding to work, it's like it makes me happy.
Yes.
And so I promise you, like I mix a little lime, little pineapple, you know what I'm saying? And some, mix some
Yeah.
stuff up. And then on my ride to work, I sip it. So by the time I get there, I'm like, you know what? I'm happy.
That's
Yes.
my matcha.
Yeah.
I have to have matcha tea because that's like my coffee.
Yeah.
And like you said, it puts you in a good mood. And
Yeah.
it's an
It does.
anti-inflammatory.
Yes. That's
So
why people
I'm
do
not into
lemon
tea
and
yet.
ginger. Yeah. That's why
I'm not
people
that
do, like, lemon
sophisticated.
gimmer. They do like a tea
Mm-hmm.
and they'll do like they'll add lemon and ginger to it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, my tea does have all that in it, but
And
you can find it on the healingconsultant.com
And
website.
Right.
Yes.
But
But-
yeah.
and it does not have CBD in it
Mhm.
yes.
because I've used a specially formulated herbal blend for the morning.
Jazz
and
said
the
that's her
afternoon.
issue. Her issue is no one has told her just to relax. Like she doesn't know.
Girl, sit down somewhere.
Oh, please.
Jazz, don't feel bad. I'm the same way. Like literally just this past, what was it, Sunday?
Yeah.
I just sat down, right? So in my mind, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to clean the porch. I'm going to get this porch cleaned up. And then I had to stop. Like, why am I even cleaning the porch right now? Like we're not doing anything.
So here's the thing, and I say this to people all the time. Okay, if on Sunday
Mhm.
you sit down and do absolutely not catch up on, I don't know, Netflix, whatever.
Mhm.
I do it. That is not a waste of your time.
Not at all.
And see, that's what
That's not a waste.
somebody
of
had.
time.
I'm learning that
Not
because
if that's what you. That's if that's what you need and that's what you want to do.
right.
That is not a waste of your time.
And
Yeah.
we are not. We're not built that way.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
We're not built to run 24/7.
Right.
Mhm.
We are not.
Mhm.
And that is, who says that's a waste of your time? See, that's
Listen.
what I have to tell people. That is not a waste of your time.
And I'm just now learning that. I
Society.
promise
Better
you.
get with it.
And in my mind, I'm like,
Yes.
well, I got to do something. Like
Mm-mm.
something has to
No.
be done.
My son, I get mad when people try to do things on Sunday. My Sundays are for me. I sleep until about 9 or 10 o'clock.
Yes.
Make me a nice little breakfast, and I just sit on the couch and I relax, or I'll get a book and read,
Yes.
or I might
And
even
she'll
clean.
ignore your phone call.
And will.
I'll be like, and I'm calling you.
Because that is not a waste of your time.
Mm-mm.
That's not a waste of your time.
Mm-mm. I'm reclaiming my time.
You,
Oh, look, now
it's
this
yours
is
to give.
This is a great
It's
comment,
yours.
guys.
Yeah.
Jazz says, now I do make sure I have my peace and I relax. Like TDS is one of my stress-free therapies, which is why I don't mind driving that hour to come visit you guys, because I know I was coming to be in the essence of one of my peace places. So I will be back. Oh, well, thank you.
Sugar.
Nice place to land.
We appreciate
Yes,
your
and
sugar
next time
love.
you
That-
come, I have room for
Yeah.
you because I didn't have room for you this past, well,
Let's-
not past weekend.
Let's
so.
try to, and if you can, let's try to make it a time where we can get you with the healing consultant
yes.
so that you can go
Yes.
back with some things.
Because I mean, because that's the thing.
Mhm.
You know, that's always the thing, is that it's not wrong. I don't know where in the world we decided somehow
Mhm.
that, you know, that we've got to run like
Right.
machines,
Mhm.
Yes,
because we're not.
we're
Mhm.
not built like that.
We ain't built like that.
No.
We're not built to run 24/7.
And can I just say, granted, now I know
Yeah.
the whole thing with COVID was a little crazy, but I enjoyed sitting down and doing nothing and reconnecting
Mhm.
with a lot of people. Like my friend, she and I were quarantined together, but we were able to really rebuild our relationship and get to know one another. But that took everybody having to sit the hell down.
Yeah.
You know,
Because that's not. I don't believe that's ever going to happen again.
no, it's
No.
not. No,
But the whole world
no, no,
shuts down
it's
like
not.
that.
Never again.
I don't know.
No.
No, not ever again. Well,
And especially after what Dr. Fauci said.
yeah,
Ouch. But
yeah.
now with
But that's a whole different conversation.
Right.
We're gonna talk about him.
Right.
Now, I happen to like the man. so-
I do too. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you just sat up there and told people that you just lied. Like Dr. Fauci, don't say that.
Yeah,
yeah, don't do that.
but you know he's real.
Right.
He's
Right.
real.
Mm-hmm.
What you see is what you get. All day, every day.
Listen.
Yeah.
So then now that breaks out again. They'll be like, I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not standing 6 feet because Dr. Fauci said he lied. Like, no.
That's not what he said. But he'll correct you.
Right.
I mean, he'll correct you.
Mhm.
But you know, that will not ever happen.
It's not going to
again.
happen again.
Uh-uh. So though the whole world took pause, well, except for us healthcare providers, but
Yeah.
that took pause.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, everybody took a pause.
Mhm.
Everybody hit the brakes. But yeah, you got to hit your own brakes.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You got to recognize, you know.
And I think
that-
that's a good thing, like especially for the fellas. Like at some point in time, man, you got to start taking care of yourself. And
Please.
a lot of it is deemed as if we got to just keep moving. And I'm learning now
Mhm.
because my body at times is telling me. So, for example, Sunday,
Mhm.
I slept like I never slept before. I slept, went to the bathroom, came back, slept some more.
It's a good damn Sunday to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Sounds
I
productive to me.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
Watch-
Sounds productive to me.
watched a little bit of movies with Chiquita,
Yeah.
slept again.
Mhm.
And I promise you, they went off and on till about 3:00. Then at 3:00, I was like,
Yeah. Because you felt better.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Because you've been sleep deprived the whole week
Mhm.
for whatever reason.
Mhm.
For whatever
Just
reason.
going,
that
going,
was.
going, going.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, your body's gonna make you recognize.
Fellas, let's
Y'all
do
mess
that.
around
Yeah.
if you want
And
to.
like you said, there was a male friend that I had that was the same exact way. Going. I have to do. I have to do. I
Yeah.
have to do. I have to do. My family. Then
'Cause men feel
everybody.
responsible.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
to be the responsible one. I have to be the man of the
Mhm.
family.
Mhm.
I literally told him stop.
Yeah.
For a moment and
Yeah.
just breathe. He took a deep breath and literally he ended up falling asleep.
That's what I said. Once you're still,
Yeah.
if you're set, because like we said, you got too many tabs
Yeah.
running,
Mhm.
and you're running uphill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sit
You're
down.
running uphill. Set that. You need to pump the brakes.
Fellas, even
And
driving.
right here.
I've found out like driving to work, if my mind is on like, oh, here's what I got to do. I've now realized like my posture in driving causes my shoulders to be tight,
Mhm.
my back to be tight. And it's like,
Mhm.
this is every day. And I'm not conscious of it I wasn't conscious of it for so long. Now I can feel it. Like, why am I driving like this? Like I'm about to break the steering wheel.
You man.
Yeah. God damn it. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you said take a deep breath, it's because you can feel that you're not even giving your body the oxygen that it deserves because you're so.
Yeah.
So then when you sit back and just like, all right, let's go. You say, well, no, that felt great.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm just breathing.
Just breathe, nigga.
Just breathing.
Well,
Breathe.
yes, you would be amazed.
Maybe that's a new theme that we should have. Just breathe.
Just
Well,
breathe.
yes,
Just
you know,
breathe.
we've talked about meditation
Mhm,
and talked about how you do that.
mhm.
You know, how you take deep breaths in. I mean, hell, most of y'all have an Apple Watch. It's actually on the Apple Watch.
Don't
Yeah.
nobody even people ain't even
There's
using
actually,
it.
yeah,
And they're
there's
using it
actually
for
on-
everything other than that.
Yes, it actually gives you breathing patterns.
Mhm.
Yeah, in your mindfulness.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's free. It comes on your watch.
It most certainly does. And it'll tell
It
you when you're
does.
stressed out.
It certainly will.
Mhm.
I mean, that's just do nothing. I mean, have I done it? Yeah, I've hit my Apple Watch and go, okay, breathe.
Mhm.
And it vibrates, you know, and it has a
Mm-hmm.
little thing, and then you go,
And there's
Yeah.
have you seen the rings now that
Mhm.
monitor your sleep
Yes.
patterns and all of that?
Yeah,
So
like
I don't
that.
know if you guys have seen their ring. I forgot what they're
I
called.
forgot what they're called.
They're
too,
they're
but yeah,
you know a little pricey, but
they are.
it tracks everything.
Everything.
So it's worth it if you're invested in your health.
Yes.
Or
Mm.
you can go to Android and get yourself a Samsung watch that does all that. And while you're doing it, you set your phone next to you on the bed, and it actually records you sleeping. So
That's
that if you're
pretty
I was just I don't know if I want that.
for those that have sleep apnea,
Uh-huh.
it plays it back for you. And so like
Uh-huh.
because it doesn't cut on unless you tell it to, but it'll
Uh-huh.
record your sleeping, and then if you want to send that audio file to your doctor, because it's like a self sleep apnea test.
That's actually pretty
And
dope.
so I took it once, and wow,
You have periods of, you know,
when you hit that,
Mhm.
we've talked about. That's what that is. That's you not breathing.
Right.
woo. And it happens so often. And so when I sent it to my doctor, he was not very happy about that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
that's why you don't get a restful sleep.
Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's why, because you keep waking yourself up
Right.
because you're
Mhm.
not breathing.
Mhm.
You're
Yeah.
like, what the?
Mm-mm.
It sounded wild.
Insane.
But I asked my fiance, because the other party was like, another test is ask the person who you sleep next to.
Oh God, yeah.
But it's not nearly as bad. You know what I mean? But once again, it's understanding how to go to sleep, because some of us just jump straight into bed and we haven't even prepared to sleep,
Yes, and we've
which I
talked-
learned about.
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
You know,
Mhm.
we've got
It's
a
a
ritual.
whole routine. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you know,
Mhm.
start winding down. You
Mhm.
can do it. You can do a Delta 8.
Mhm.
You can drink your tea. You can start getting yourself prepared. Take a
Mhm.
hot bath or a shower or whatever it is you
Right.
want to do when you want to do it. Rub yourself down with any of them, whether it's the roll-on or
Yes.
whether it's the salve
Mhm.
or the lotion,
Mhm.
and take your ass to bed.
Please.
I mean, you're at a
Please.
reasonable hour.
Right. Right.
At
right.
a reasonable hour.
Because don't do this whole
Take your
routine and you only
ass
getting
to
4 hours
bed.
of sleep. You didn't waste
Thank
the product
you.
and time.
And your time.
Right.
Yes, because you're not even allowing yourself to get
No.
into
I
a good
feel
sleep.
attacked
Mhm.
You feel attacked.
because
Why?
I only sleep about 4 hours.
Ridiculous.
Well, yeah, that's okay.
You know what? You know what? Like the actual good rest, I only get about 4 hours. Like, and
No.
that's crazy.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Like it hits it,
Uh-huh.
like, for example, just tonight, I'll get home, take a shower, relax, sit on the couch, try to debrief. And then when it's time to lay down and go to sleep, I'm like, up. The next
Mm-mm.
thing you know, around midnight to 1 a.m., then it comes to me and I go to sleep. But my alarm clock's hitting at 4:30.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so you obviously are not using the products.
So I
in the
haven't
way that
used
okay.
I haven't used Delta 8 in a while.
Chiquita
Oh.
took your Delta 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you
I
have
wasn't
any
gonna
of the
snitch on
tea?
her like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
she put on blast.
She took my shit. But yeah, she did. But
Okay.
yeah. So 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 it
Because I mean, you know,
yeah.
you got. Do you have any of the tea? No, I've got some
don't.
tea. The
He doesn't
nighttime
drink
tea.
tea.
You don't drink tea?
I'm not a tea drinker, but I will drink it if it'll help me sleep. Because I promise you, when
Yeah.
I go home, before I say I'm calm, it's about 11:30 midnight. before I'm at the point to where I can go to sleep. And then next thing you know, that
That's
alarm
fine.
is hitting at 4:00.
I go to
Oh.
take a nice hot shower with my
Yeah, babe.
Uh-uh.
Like no.
Get you some of that
no.
Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap. Open
Oh.
everything up and relax you, and then, like you said, rub yourself down with that hemp infused lotion. I'd be
Yes.
knocked the hell out.
And Chiquita definitely said, sure did. And it had me gone.
Yeah, Chiquita.
Thank you, Chiquita. So, again, a testimonial.
Yeah. But yeah, so
It
like for me
works.
though, it doesn't click into about midnight, and it sucks because I can feel the good sleep coming, and then now it's like, boom, alarm clock. Like, damn it.
Mm-mm. As soon as I hit my pillow, I'm out and don't wake up until that
Yes.
alarm hits. I'm like,
And then
Yeah.
you go back to sleep when it does hit.
and dude, I hit that snooze like not yet.
I know not to
'Cause it's
call
good.
her on the weekends until
Don't you
after
dare.
10.
Yes.
After 10 o'clock.
You can't even call her
Absolutely.
until after 10 o'clock.
Mm.
because that's your time.
Mhm.
Reclaim your time.
Please.
boo.
I didn't even know I had time to claim.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, because you're first. You're number
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't working, the rest of this shit don't work.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Right.
It doesn't work.
Right.
It
And that's what
doesn't
I'm
work.
learning now, which is sad. Yeah. Well, at least I am learning it. We'll say it that way.
Yeah.
But it took a while because I'm like, something ain't right.
Mm-mm. You better get
Yes.
with it. I had
Well-
my blood pressure today. I said, look at that, 116 over 68.
Yes.
And I'm over here like 190 over 110.
Those are stroke numbers, you know.
Yeah. So that's why I had
Those are stroke
to
numbers.
take that into consideration when, all right, let's get this therapist, let's take this medicine, let's get things back in order.
Yes.
But now I'm back in order to the point where they're talking about, okay, we can look to take you off of the blood pressure medication,
Yes.
which
I
is
thought you was
great.
going to say the insulin. I was going to say, slide that over.
No, not the insulin yet. Even though he and I are gonna talk on the 26th
Oh, okay.
because my numbers are. I done told him like, bruh, you see me losing the weight, my numbers is good.
Mhm.
We can go from the insulin to it's a pill. So
Yeah.
insulin to a pill.
If you find it in your spirit that you're having it left,
I keep trying to tell you, you don't want that, man.
You don't.
You don't want that.
help me out.
You don't want it.
that.
You don't want that. I keep trying to tell y'all, you don't want it.
I'd be like,
Your mom-
oops.
Ah,
Falling
no.
on my.
Oh, no.
Oh no! Click, 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 click.
You don't want none
You
of
don't
that
want
life.
it. You don't
want that life.
You don't.
You don't
sure
want that life.
I'm running to get away from it. I promise you.
You
I am.
don't. Because we talked about because that's one of the number of killers of,
Yeah.
of black men.
Yeah, especially when it runs in our family.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Well, hypertension, and that's uncontrolled hypertension.
Right.
right.
You know, and there are studies that are talking about how CBD decreases blood pressure.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
It
So-
does.
Well, there we go.
What do I need to start chewing ASAP?
Well, you
Which
do like
one?
I do. I
Well,
do the drops
Yeah,
in the
I mean, this,
in the
and this in
gummies.
collaboration with
Okay.
research. Well, I'm all about the research.
Right.
I'm all about the research.
Mhm.
Well, and it just it plays into a healthier lifestyle for you. I mean, they're looking at it for weight loss. They're looking at it for a natural, holistic
Mhm.
way
Mhm.
to do these things, but it's not a quick fix. So it's
Right.
not,
Yeah, we
Right.
taking the
Ozempic,
we taking the
what I
long
mean?
ride.
Right.
We taking the
yeah,
long
well,
ride.
aren't
And it's
you? But
okay.
you're worth it.
So that's what I'm saying, but it's
You're
okay.
worth it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody, if you're worth your own, you're worth it. That's what
Mhm.
people tell
Telling you
people.
You better not get on no damn Ozempic. I'm trying to tell you.
If my insurance, I'm this close, nigga.
Chiquita said, I claim all my time. Yeah, you sure do.
Thank
And
thee.
do.
Thank thee, baby girl.
Call,
Yes.
call me the timekeeper.
Yes.
I know, yeah. Well,
Yes. Honey,
And
hit that.
do.
Yes.
she get mad at me and the child. Like,
Yes.
what?
Yes.
What? You're like,
Self-care. How
I
she
just
gonna take
asked
care
you a
of,
question.
how she
got-
gonna take care of
yeah.
everybody else if she ain't got no self-care?
Hello.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, she makes sure.
Mhm.
Lord have
Yes.
mercy.
As you
Yes. Everybody should.
should. Mhm.
Because you ain't no good to nobody else. You ain't no good to yourself.
Hello. Can I get an amen?
Thank thee. Thank you, Jesus. So thank Jesus. Thank you.
Man, we do have
Thank
to do
the
a
big
better-
one and the little one too.
Hello.
We do have
Baby
to do a better
Jesus.
job, fellas, of making sure we take care of ourselves.
Yes.
Because I know so many guys that just run themselves into the ground.
And then you be coming over here all stressed out. It's peaceful over here.
Well, that's why you having heart attacks and strokes.
Exactly.
Mhm.
That is why your
Mm.
stress level is up here.
Mhm. Mhm.
Your body is your body, the physiological changes
Mhm.
that occur when you're operating at a stress level up here
Mhm.
is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And the physiological things that happen are high blood pressure.
Mhm.
You know, if you're gaining weight, diabetes, and
Mhm.
everything else that relates to that.
Mhm.
That's why they talk about how important diet is.
Mhm.
You know, omega-3s, all of that. That's why it's all important.
Mhm.
That's why it's so important.
Mhm.
And the endocannabinoid system works to try to maintain balance in your body.
Mhm.
That's what it does.
Mhm.
That's why CBD and well, for people, THC, that's why it works.
Mhm.
Because it truly does try to work with your system to maintain homeostasis. Homeostasis is a balance.
Okay.
That's what it's trying to do. It's trying to get you there.
Mhm.
It's trying.
We're gonna start
Okay.
tonight.
I was gonna say, you need to get
It's
with it, catch
trying.
up.
We're gonna start.
Yeah,
I am.
jump
And I'm
It's
running. I'm running
trying.
like Sealy behind the train.
Yes, yes.
because
Yeah.
because I do feel the difference. Like I do. I feel the difference when I'm rested, when I'm not rested, when things are more so in line.
Mhm.
Not saying that things are going to be perfect, but when things are more so in line.
Good.
Yes.
And when I'm not trying to say, okay, I'm gonna fix this problem and then fix this problem and then fix this problem, it's like, man, it's Monday again.
Yeah.
You ain't even sat down yet.
Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, you're half-ass doing a whole bunch of it because you're trying to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And that doesn't work.
No, it does not.
It does not work. You own the little what do you call it, a little rabbit wheel,
Mhm.
a little hamster
just
wheel,
rolling.
and you just keep doing it.
Mhm.
You keep it until you drop dead.
Mhm. And we ain't trying to do that.
Nah.
Well, but that's what happens.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened. Men, the biggest day for heart attacks and strokes on Monday mornings.
That's insane.
Mm.
That's true.
I
That's
feel that
it's
them
Monday
goddamn
mornings.
kids, I swear for God, I'll be like,
Oh.
I'm gonna get.
And that's my biggest fear for my friend because
Mhm.
his stress levels are through the roof, and I'm
Yeah.
so afraid that he is going to have a stroke or he's going to have a heart attack.
Yeah. Because that's the day. That's the biggest day
That's
for heart
insane.
attacks. Yeah, is Monday morning because of the stress.
Right.
Because that starts your week.
Mm-hmm.
That is a true statement.
And then you done build all your stress up on Sunday,
Mhm.
anticipating Monday.
Yeah, that is a true statement.
Yeah.
Monday morning is the biggest.
And you know
the
what?
big day for
Wow.
heart attacks and strokes.
So, with you saying that,
Yeah.
my friend Eric, I don't think you know him. I worked with him. He's the guy who had the surgery, the weight loss surgery,
Mhm.
and he lost the weight really, really fast, but his heart was still pumping like he
Mhm.
was a big guy.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
Monday morning is when his heart exploded.
Mhm.
Mhm.
He went to go warm up the car, sat in the car to warm it up, and his wife was like, he never came back in. So she went outside to see him, and he was humped over the steering wheel.
That's so sad.
And that was a Monday morning.
It's a Monday.
That
morning.
is so sad.
I'm telling you, Monday. That's the day. That's
I am
the day.
sleeping my ass off
You
Sunday.
better.
Monday, the
That's it.
stress level.
Catch up.
That's
The stress levels up
oh,
here.
man.
Yeah.
And
You
you
know,
wonder why my phone's on do not disturb until 10 o'clock. Don't disturb me.
Yes.
It's my time.
You have to reclaim your time.
I'll get with your snooky boo.
Reclaim your time. And
Meanwhile, I'm
what-
up at
what is so-
6
so they
o'clock.
have to-
Like, what everything needs to be done.
And
Why
what is
is
so
it?
important? What's so important?
You know what? Not a
Is
damn
anybody,
thing.
Is anybody in dire straits? Is anybody dying?
No.
Are they actively dying?
No.
Nobody.
Mm-mm.
It'd be just me up. Like,
Why?
And then you call other people expecting them to be up. I'd be like, ignore.
Yeah, why? That don't even make no damn sense. Y'all want Auntie V to show up, well, she's here.
Hello.
Fuck that. What are you doing?
I don't know. I ain't
What
gonna
are
lie.
you
I have
doing?
no idea. I do not know.
What is so important?
I have no idea.
Is anyone dying?
No.
No.
Are they trying to die?
No.
No.
Are they calling you about a death?
No.
No.
Then what the fuck?
And you know what? I'm telling you,
I
it
don't
is
understand.
a generational curse that I'm working to break because my mother's oldest sister was the same way. She would pop up.
Mhm.
My mother, don't sleep, pop up. Me, don't sleep.
All of
pop
them.
up.
None of them do.
Yeah.
None of them.
But
Now,
what's
I
waking
do.
you up? Is it the laundry list of things in your head that you feel like you have to do that morning?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't go to bed like in a zen state. I go to
No.
bed still thinking about the shit I got to do the
Yeah.
next day.
And don't.
And so then
That's
it
what
just
I'm saying.
it literally pops me up.
Yep, it will.
Mm-mm.
It will. It
We
will.
know you don't.
All the tabs are open.
All of them. All of
Why?
them.
And if they're open when you go to bed, I assure you, through your.
Mhm.
You're not going to get a restful night's sleep.
No, and it's
You're not
not.
gonna get
It's
a
not
restful night's
happening.
sleep.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not happening. This
No.
is being
You're
able
not
to
going
sleep
to.
now is new, and you know that. Like I she's seen me. Like
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
how
why I
you
told
do
you.
it.
You and mom, I can't live with y'all because y'all don't rest.
Yeah.
I rest.
Yeah.
And the
You
next thing
can.
I know, you sitting here up and
Your rest
doing
levels
things.
is crazy.
No,
but
they're not. It's necessary.
It's absolutely hilarious. Like
It's self-care.
she'll peek at you.
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
self-care.
Mhm.
Then Chiquita wakes up to only go to the couch to go back to sleep.
And
Yeah.
Will, give me
She-
a good
she just
blanket.
She just getting herself another comfortable spot. And there's nothing wrong
I got
with
kicked out of
that.
it too. Get out of my spot.
There is
Go on
nothing
that
wrong.
side. I'm like,
Because that's her peacefulness. That's
Right.
what that's what she's peaceful at. It's nothing wrong for you going,
No.
okay, you know what?
No.
I've done like a 6, 7 in the bed.
Mhm.
Okay, let me get up because the couch is good too.
Right.
You know?
and get another.
Yes.
Yeah.
And get your blanket on your way. To-
And don't
yeah.
have snacks.
Yes.
Oh, baby.
Oh my God.
Mm.
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 Hurt me good. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. What are y'all talking about?
And find a good movie or
And you
show
know
to
what's
watch.
funny? I'm trying to tell you.
Thank
You know what's
you.
funny?
What are
My
you talking about?
friends, all the males that I have
Mhm.
are all up early. I can call any one of them and they're up at 6, 7 o'clock,
Absolutely
even on the
not.
weekends.
What, they want a trophy for that?
No, I'm just-
that's I'm like, why?
Mm-mm.
I'm up at
I
7.
got-
Okay.
I got one friend that'll call me, wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, nigga. I know there's something to do. That's GK. 6
Goodbye.
o'clock. 6 o'clock. And I'm like, man, I've been up since 5:30.
Well,
What?
yeah, that's not when we was in that
it's a
house together.
competition?
No, it's like we just pop up. Chuck gets up early. Like, and only time Chuck sleeps in is when he comes down here.
Oh,
And that's when he's like, man, leave me alone, please.
What's so because what's so important?
that's true.
I don't know.
What is he doing?
Nothing.
What is he doing?
Nothing.
What is going
We're
on?
just getting up. Men, this is gonna be a good month. We need
Oh,
to
yeah.
talk about it.
You get
Yeah.
up, start going through the laundry list in your head. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay.
Literally nothing. I
Yeah,
promise you.
'cause
It's nothing
yeah,
that can't wait.
Well, I just want to know because so are y'all like jumping up in the jumping in bed and starting that laundry and actually physically doing something?
Sometimes, but then it sometimes not. Most of the time, not. It's just like you're up and you're up, and then it's like
Then you got the audacity to be mad at people who don't want to be up with you. I didn't ask for this shit.
Yeah,
Well,
because they don't
talk
want to
to
be
me.
able to you.
somebody gotta
no,
talk to me.
No.
Misery does love company, but not my company.
Talk to
Yeah,
me.
You better call one of them
Yeah.
friends.
I can't
Yeah,
get no
you- yeah.
breakfast.
No,
Yeah, you better.
after
Yeah,
10.
yeah. I
Oh,
guess you need to call your friends. They
so-
all, since y'all
so-
all up at the same time.
And we do, and it's terrible.
Oh,
And here's the question: so, how
Oh.
do we stop thinking about our to-do list? Because my mind never stops running, and sometimes when I
adjust
go to
here.
sleep, I am doing things I'm thinking about. So, how do we stop thinking about the to-do list?
well, that's a very long. I don't know if we have enough time for that. That'd be a series in itself. However, that's the important thing about setting a routine, about setting a process to wind down way before. You know, it truly should start when you get home, because once you cross that threshold in the afternoon, that's your stop time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's your stop time.
Okay.
There should be no more, because it is nothing going on that no one's dying.
No.
No one, it's a priority thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If anything, that's the time you stop and you go, okay, this is time I spend winding down with my family.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do,
Mhm.
or yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the time you start. That's
Okay.
the time you start.
Okay.
Because you own
Mm-hmm.
until you get to the house.
Mhm.
Right.
Your house should be your sanctuary. It should be
Yes.
your safe space.
Say that again.
Yeah, it should be your sanctuary.
Absolutely.
It's your safe space. It's a place for you to land.
Mhm.
It's not a place for you to gear up again.
no.
So start when you hit the door.
Absolutely.
Start when you hit the door.
Mm-hmm.
Because
We know you do.
Yeah, because you know where everybody is. For a man,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, the kids, the significant other, whomever he or she or whatever pronoun you want to use
Mhm.
is there.
Mhm.
Okay. Are they all safe?
Everybody's safe
Everybody's safe.
in the bed.
Doing whatever.
So you know where my ass is.
You know where everybody is.
Mhm.
Ain't nobody having no crisis.
Mm-mm.
Right.
So
Why
sit the
the
hell
fuck are
down.
you having a crisis?
Think Thank you.
Why are you just making up shit? What was it?
Why are you making up shit?
Yes. Why are you making up
Right.
shit?
Right.
Why?
I don't know.
You know, this
that's
is
what
what-
that's what we're
Who's
taught.
Who's the well, he was a racist, but
It was a
Mark
racist.
Twain.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, he said I've had a lot of problems in my life, most of which didn't come true.
Mhm.
You got, you have a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Most of that shit is something you done made up
Yes.
that never comes to pass.
No.
It's our what
Why?
about. It's our what about. What
But
if
you
this
know what
happens?
you're not doing? You're not breathing and you're not being and you're not in the moment. So, like Miss B was saying, meditation and breathing really help you take that to-do list and just
Write
be
it
like,
out. And if you
Get it out.
truly feel that there's a laundry list of things in your head, write it out.
mhm.
So
Write it out.
Chiquita told me to do that.
Write
That
it
was one of the things she literally just told me on Sunday to start writing down
Yeah.
the to-do list for the next day
Yes.
so that you can let it go.
Because
Yeah.
it gets out of your head.
I promise you, I got a person who chills to the ultimate max of chilling because she finds ways to do this in her schedule. But then I come home like, brr, brr, brr.
Right. Why
Everything
ain't
is
you up?
wrong. What's wrong with
Why are
everything?
you laying down? Nigga,
Wait.
go sit down.
Did she just slap? You know what? When you walk in the door, she need when all that happens, grab a pillow, reset.
Right.
You know what she does? She
Reset.
ignores me because
Good.
nothing penetrates her chill.
But does
Once
that, I
she's
was
in
gonna say,
chill,
but does that frustrate you sometimes?
that she ignores me when she's
Uh-huh.
chilling. Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. I'm
'Cause
like,
you-
wake up with me.
No, because you're not disturbing her peace. I bet you she is like,
No, no. Wake up with me. Yeah.
you
and
better
it's,
roll over. I know she's like, you better roll over and shut up.
Yeah.
she may prefer me to be on the couch. Get out.
Yeah, I'm just saying
Yeah.
because you got to learn your chill
Mhm.
because she's found hers.
Yes.
Man.
Figure it out.
That,
Sheesh.
honey, that's some self love.
Yes.
Girl, congratulations, honey. You are operating at a level uphill
Yes.
that everybody needs to aspire to do.
Mhm. Get you some essential
Absolutely.
oils.
Honey, that woman needs to be a coach
Hello.
She might.
Yes.
I mean, she might.
because it's the truth. That's what you have to do. Because
So-
I'm gonna tell you, ain't nobody gonna stir my shit.
Jazz
Hello?
said, I'm backwards, y'all. I'm up all night and then go to sleep during the day. And then Lena said, worrying about something takes you through the emotions at least twice. It's
Mhm.
completely unnecessary.
It's unnecessary. How many of the things that you are worrying about have truly come to pass?
Facts.
None.
I mean, really, how many things that you are truly worrying about have come to pass?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. You're on your what if. What if? What
Yes.
if? What if? What if?
Well, shit.
Mhm.
What if I kept thinking about it, I'd be a motherfucking millionaire by now.
Right.
If I'm doing the what if game,
Right.
I mean,
Well,
you
what
know,
if?
What if?
That's what I'm telling y'all. Like
Mm.
in our mind, in a lot of men's mind, you're running through the what ifs. And all right, is everybody cool? Everybody good? Everybody's, that you run through that. And then you sit
Uh-huh.
down, and that's why most guys fall asleep where they sit, like a
But
recliner,
ain't
and
nobody
then ain't
ringing
none of
your
that's comfortable.
phone. Nobody's bothering
Mm.
you. Ain't nobody asked for nothing. Y'all just driving your own self crazy.
Yes.
Go breathe. Go meditate. Go find something to sip on or whatever, and just be. Just chill,
chill the fuck out.
please.
I mean,
Because y'all be stressing us out.
yeah. Well, not
But-
me.
Not Chiquita.
Yeah, Chiquita fine.
She don't get stressed
No.
out with me.
She, oh, okay. I need to
Yeah.
leave this room.
Yeah.
Too-
And she
Too
does.
much negative energy up in here.
She will walk right to the bedroom and go to sleep
Yes.
and not say goodnight.
Mm,
No, no, because you ain't. Don't disturb this groove.
mm,
I don't blame her.
Get it together.
Don't disturb this
Oh
groove.
man.
What are you talking about?
Hey. So fellas that are watching, y'all need to share some of this information that y'all go through so that we can get to the bottom of this together. Because
Yeah.
I know for a fact, like I said, even the men that are in my circle, we all do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, we're making light of this and we're picking on you.
No,
But
it's
the truth-
okay.
But the truth
Mhm.
is that yeah, it does. It does take a
Because-
village, and you
Mhm.
have to have a place to land, and you have to be able to have avenues for you to get it out.
Mhm.
And
What? What you laughing about?
I was thinking about when we went to the beach and me, Lena, Chiquita, and Kia, we came back all relaxed and y'all was up in arms. We're like,
Right.
yeah,
Because these
why are you up in arms on a vacation at a beach?
okay. Story.
No,
Here's what happened. So dysfunctional, unplanning men didn't have a plan where the ladies did, right?
Mhm.
So they woke up and said, "Oh, we're gonna go chill. We're gonna go to the spa."
We had
bop,
an
bop,
amazing
bop.
day.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
So the fellas, I'm like, all right, so we get up, we gonna go get some breakfast. Ain't nobody gonna get breakfast. One's drinking already and it's 10 a.m. The other one is just dragging stress from Pittsburgh, PA to his house to his phone. And even the dog walked away. For her dog was like, "This is crazy." He went to the
Because he's
bed.
used to a peaceful
He
life.
went to the bathroom, and I'm up cooking and everything like that. So by the time they came back, I had cooked breakfast and I had cooked lunch.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, man, everybody left me, and I was pissed, and I was just angry. So I was like, man, this is bull. Because
Well,
the
why-
fellas, we didn't do anything.
Well, why were you cooking? I'm cooking.
Because
It's vacation. Can't you order out?
so I thought we were gonna go get something to eat, but everybody was just
Okay, so you thought that,
yeah,
and apparently that was not the case.
no.
So now, if you were hungry, go cook, go fix yourself something. But why are you worried about them? Because they're obviously at the beach having a good time.
Oh my God, we had a marvel. We
Thank
went
you.
to the
You had
spa.
an amazing
Yes,
time, right?
we went and got breakfast, and then we went
Okay,
shopping.
yeah,
and
because were
everything.
you worried about where you gonna get your
Not at
breakfast?
all. Not at
Okay,
all. We
because you
figured
had,
it out in the car.
yeah, because you had your breakfast,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Uh-huh. Oh, isn't that amazing?
It is.
It's amazing.
Well, we
Because-
joined in later because they did it again. So later on in this same vacation, later on in this same vacation, we're at the table about to watch football.
Yeah.
And we asked, well, because they were watching the movie, and we
Mhm.
said, well,
relaxing.
I
once
said-
again.
Okay, thank you.
I said, well,
Mhm.
we know that the
Mhm.
Airbnb had one living room TV. So
Mhm.
we're like, well, the game's about to come on. Can we watch the game? And everybody, every woman turned around and looked at us like, because we asked that. Because I guess
Okay.
we were
Okay.
messing up the chill. But then collectively
Well,
they whispered and came up with a game plan. Next
Mhm.
thing we know, they're in there with wine, cheese, charcuterie boards,
Yes.
and all this other stuff. And here we are just with nothing, no snacks on the table,
But you wanted your
but
damn
the
TV.
game. So then I'm the only
Uh-huh. So
one that
what's
was
the
like,
problem?
can we join in with y'all? Because we ain't got shit going on over here
Yes.
again. This is twice.
Why are you upset? And you're mad at them?
Yeah.
Why are you mad at them?
Because their shit was together and ours wasn't.
No, I'm sure they didn't plan it. It was impromptu.
It was
It
very,
was
very much
very
so.
impromptu.
impromptu.
Very much
Because
so.
Because they switched
Yeah.
gears.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You see how
very
that
much so.
works?
We was
See?
just like football game.
Yeah.
Again.
And then I'm like, hey, we don't have snacks like they got snacks. They got wine and shit. They giggling and
we
shit.
had fruit, chocolate,
Yes.
chips, and pretzels and
Because
wine.
you see what you did? You shifted.
Yep.
Yeah.
You were like, y'all, because your first reaction was like, oh, game. You know, fuck them. I ain't doing no game. Right?
Right.
And so y'all got together. Was like, well, we ain't doing no damn game. So what are we doing?
Mhm.
And then y'all like, oh, well, we can eat, we can, get a wine, we can do a thing. And then you started implementing
Yep.
that.
Mhm.
See, you switch gears.
Mhm.
You didn't worry about the game stuff no more. Y'all still stuck on the game.
The
Now you're
game.
stuck on the fact that you watch them and they having fun.
And we
because-
were, yeah, what
yeah,
the hell's going on?
they've closed the file.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. That's what's going on. They closed the
One
file.
of the tabs was closed.
Yes. They closed it. Yeah. They got off the merry-go-round.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, oop, stop. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go another route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were just stuck with games
Yeah.
with no
You
snacks.
You're still stuck. You're stuck on the roller coaster ride.
And that game
Yeah.
wasn't so important after all.
Well, yeah.
Now we're like,
Because how committed were you to it? See,
Right.
not
see,
that much
you were,
committed.
yeah,
Nah,
because they were over there having fun. And y'all were unable
we couldn't do it.
to switch.
Couldn't get our shit together.
You couldn't get it together.
With nothing to
'Cause
do.
now you're worried.
again.
Yeah, nothing to
Yeah.
do again. Now it's just us sitting
You-
3 in a row, like,
Yeah. Now you have developed unnecessary tabs.
yeah.
You've developed
Now we-
unnecessary
Now we done
tabs.
opened up spam and shit. Now it's
Yes.
like, oh, now we got the
Yeah.
spam tabs open.
Yes. If we gonna talk tabs,
So
That's what
Lena
you
said,
done.
and did. Chiquita said, amazing time.
Yeah.
Lena said he was in his feelings. Chiquita said we had a good time. And Lena said again, y'all wanted to watch the game. That's on the, that's what
Yes.
you had.
yes, that's what. And you see,
My girls.
you did what you wanted to do. You had your
Mhm.
tab
Them
open.
niggas got on my nerves for that. That whole move
'Cause
pissed
you're
me
mad.
off.
Yeah, 'cause
Now I'm
you're
mad.
Well, yeah, you're mad. You're mad because you were unable to close your
We
tabs.
couldn't close our tabs. I
You
had
could not
tabless
close
Negroes.
the tabs.
These Negroes didn't
No.
close tabs.
No, yeah,
I was
they
by
didn't.
myself.
I was gonna say because the women.
No, the
were-
women did it.
women
I'm
were
talking about the
closing and
guys.
opening tabs like it was nothing.
The guys with me didn't close no tabs.
No.
Man.
Y'all didn't close no tabs.
These Negroes,
Right.
oh, let's just watch the game. Let's just watch the game. We ain't got no snacks. We
No
didn't think this
snacks,
through.
nothing.
Nobody went to the store to get snacks.
No.
Nothing.
And you never, nobody
Mm-mm.
ever did put in place something to enable y'all. Had no skill set. Y'all ain't got no skill set.
We was just out here.
Y'all just out there with no skills.
crazy.
Exactly.
One thing, football.
Game.
That was it.
Game.
Ain't got no. We got to teach y'all coping skills.
Listen,
Switch gears.
please.
You're
Y'all
right.
always talk about switching gears and running plays and doing all. Damn, play a game because this is the game.
It
Life
the
is a game, honey.
And we lost that
Life
weekend.
is a game.
We did not
Y'all
win
took
that
L's.
weekend.
Y'all didn't even make it
we
to
took-
the first half.
We took multiple L's,
That's what I'm saying.
over and over
y'all
again.
Can't even get to the goal line.
then left
No.
not relaxed.
No,
I
did not
did.
even make it to go. No, the women apparently were having a wonderful,
We had a
marvelous,
Everybody was
marvelous
relaxed.
phenomenal time.
They shopped,
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then on top of that, me and Lena went upstairs and took a nap.
See,
Mhm.
nap.
yeah. See, look at that.
See, and I'm still like, where's
yeah.
everybody at?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yes,
Why ain't the men doing this shit?
because y'all can't close no damn tabs.
Can't close the
Y'all
tabs.
can't even complete a damn quarter. I mean, y'all was still on the
Fellas,
first quarter.
We got to redo. We
Still
look
on the first
bad.
quarter.
We
Just-
look bad on that scene.
Just
that
can't
was,
do it.
Mhm.
was not a great look for us as a collective.
See, and it was a collective. That's the question.
It's not a
So
great look.
It
for
was
us.
more than one of you. It was more than two of you,
It was 3
and three of y'all.
and a
Came-
dog.
Well, not was the dog checked out too?
Oh yeah, he was
checked out.
chilling.
Yeah,
See, that's what I'm saying. He with the women.
he was.
Mhm.
Only time that
You
nigga
can't
came to
count
me
him.
was for bacon.
You cannot count him.
Even the dog sold me out.
Yeah, the dog didn't sell you out. The dog was intelligent.
He knew when he knew we were effed up because he went straight up to the room where his mother was at and was like, I'll be in here.
Yes.
So when she left, he went upstairs.
Yes.
I said, yo, I called the dog, like, yo, Mason, come downstairs. He came downstairs. He got his breakfast. He went right back upstairs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll wait for her to come back because y'all don't have it together.
So when the dog
Ain't feeling it.
has closed his tabs
Dog,
and opened up
even
new
the
tabs
dog had chill.
and been able to adjust to the situation.
Shit was bad. We gotta, fellas, we gotta read
And
this.
the
Shit was,
three
shit was bad.
of you gentlemen,
Yeah, we couldn't.
the
do
three
it.
of you,
Yeah.
as a collective,
Yeah.
no one said, you know what?
Let's
Y'all,
figure out a plan.
We might need,
Nope.
look around you. Just go,
Nope. We didn't do that. Not as a collective.
No,
No.
because you could watch. I mean, you can watch the game anywhere.
Sure can.
Mhm.
And we definitely, because we ignored the game because we got in on their stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you were relying
That
on
shit
them
was
to have
hilarious.
stuff.
Yeah, we were.
I was gonna say,
Because we literally look like, what y'all got? And they
Yeah.
over there flipping.
Right. Fruit,
They
cheeses.
put shit
all that.
together from multiple buys of other things. It wasn't like they planned to create
No.
this. It was that this was in the
Yeah.
refrigerator,
Mhm.
this was in the cabinet, these were in the drawers,
Yeah.
and then it was like tie-dye, good time. And we're over there with this piece of fucking gum,
yes,
looking at each other like. And then wine came out. Like, look,
Yes.
I got wine. What the fuck?
they actually opened the refrigerator,
Mhm.
and
you-
unlike men, actually saw what was in it.
Mhm.
Said, "Oh,
And came together.
y'all, we got some shit up in here."
And they
Mhm.
came up with a whole
Yes.
charcuterie. Them crackers was bought on the drive down,
Yes,
and it was left over.
I don't even.
Then they had like some random
Pretzels.
pretzels,
We had pineapples and apples and
fruits and shit. It was
chocolate.
all mixed from everybody else.
Yes.
But it was like this shit happened so quick.
Yes,
That's the part that
yes.
we said, I promise y'all, this shit happened within less than 7 minutes. Because we were like, well, we want to watch the game. And everybody turned,
See,
And then we're like, but we can't watch the game. It's football time. Okay.
Yeah.
Then they all walked to the kitchen and nobody said shit to us.
no,
Just handed me that remote angry.
uh-huh.
I'm like, we about to
Because
watch football.
Yeah.
we were chilling. We were chilling with our
Mhm.
blankets. It was nice and dim, and here they come. We want to watch football. Okay, fuck it. Here you go.
Yeah,
And so then when
and you pivoted, didn't you?
And
You
did.
pivoted.
And did.
Thank you.
Mhm.
so we're being
Pivoted.
out, fellas, we're being clowned. I need my guys on this show. We gotta go back through this
Yeah,
because
bring them.
they said Lena said, "No, y'all plan was Bojangles," and it was. It was late.
And who was gonna get it?
Us. It was there. It was just
It was. Bojangles.
Well, did y'all y'all get some Bojangles? Did y'all take y'all
After
happy
the fact,
to go to Bojangles?
It was after the fact. Super
we didn't
late.
want that shit.
Nobody wanted the damn
Mm-mm.
Bojangles.
Well, no, because they got a security report with wine.
And wine.
And wine.
And conversation.
Yes.
And laughs.
And Chiquita said, "Don't forget the pepperoni." And how did we even have pepperoni? Why did we have pepperoni?
Kia brought the pepperoni.
That's what I'm saying. Like y'all put shit together. Like who
So
even? knew
y'all
we had
did
pep-
not. Y'all didn't know that there was food.
We knew it, but we didn't know you could put it together quite like that.
Well, okay.
Because the
So
shit
even-
looked nice. Like it looked like it was planned. They had cut the damn strawberries. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? When did we get strawberries?
So none of you were there when groceries were being purchased or
Oh, no.
actually coming into
think-
the home, the
I
Airbnb.
think we were just we
Did
weren't.
you even open up a refrigerator?
We opened the refrigerator because that's where the alcohol was at, but we
Uh-huh.
didn't see the possibilities of what the collective could
Did
be.
you see food?
No.
We didn't see it like that.
Oh, you didn't see food, did you?
Yeah, like we didn't
'Cause-
see it like
Yeah,
that.
because you know how men just open the door.
Yeah,
And it's like, oh, there's my beer.
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we were doing.
That's what they did.
we were just
Okay.
drinking
Mhm.
liquor.
Okay.
Like there's the
When
liquor.
The four of us put our heads together. We're like, okay, I got chocolate, I got pretzels, I got
The
pepperoni, I
niggas
got
had
cheese,
chocolate.
I got
Where
fruit.
did that come
I
from?
bought it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, that was crazy.
Did y'all hide it from them?
No,
It was
it
all
was
on the
all.
counter.
It was all.
I mean, what, did y'all hide
No.
these
it was.
things
I
singularly?
promise you, it was
Nope.
all in plain sight. So that's why
Counter
when
and
we were
refrigerator.
looking, I'm sitting there, and
Uh-huh.
because of the three, I was the one that was a little bit more observant. Like, hey,
Y'all see what's happening here.
what y'all got going
What's happening?
on?
Y'all see what's happening here, right?
I looked at them, and they're rusty with gum. And we just drinking liquor, dry as hell,
With
with a
nothing.
football game that's not interesting, with not near chip. I'm
Mhm.
like,
And it was the Cowboys.
and I turned and look.
Oh.
Well, can we? What
Yeah.
y'all got going on?
I don't even know. I know what y'all watching that one.
That's what I'm saying. It was the edit. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I'm like, what the fuck?
No, I am not.
What is this?
I'm a
Mhm.
Steelers fan. So
Mhm.
no.
And we had
Then
marvelous-
she said,
Yeah.
and when they went to this is Chiquita. And all right,
Uh-huh.
you know what? I'm glad this shit ain't working over here. And we had a dance party while they went to get Bojangles.
Oh Lord.
And did-
We
we had a damn good time,
Okay,
y'all.
so I'm gonna say this because my grandma used to say this. Gentlemen, y'all can be a fool, but don't be a damn fool.
We were the whole
mean,
night. Like I
like
said,
the whole night.
as a collective, we lost.
y'all just continued to compound the situation.
It was terrible.
I mean,
There was no relax.
Yeah, you didn't just stop.
No.
You
No.
didn't stop. Try to
No.
regroup.
No.
No.
Try to
No.
find some peace
Mm-mm.
and try to reconcile that
Mm-mm.
perhaps some decisions, some wrong decisions were made.
Mm-mm.
So nobody ever tried to correct the wrong decisions.
Nah.
Instead,
We
y'all
just kept
decided,
riding
you
it
know
out.
what? I'm gonna ride this motherfucker out.
Yeah, we
Let's
just
keep
I'm
rode
gonna
it out.
ride this train
we,
out.
We just rode it out.
We know that it is going to crash.
Mhm.
1,000 miles
We,
into
yeah,
the wall.
we know it. We know it.
Mhm.
And the
was
women are
terrible.
just like, well, hell, let's just get some popcorn and see it. I mean, because that's what I
And
would
did.
do.
Well, that's what we did.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
we
laugh
got
about
to the
it.
damn Bojangles and niggas forgot their wallet.
Oh man,
That was crazy.
wow!
It was a bad scene. We got there and somebody, person who was supposed to pay was like, I don't got my wallet.
Mm.
Oh, now. And I'm like, I ain't got my wallet because I didn't ask for no Bojangles. I'm just along for the ride.
And
So,
we in the house.
so now we in the
Lord.
drive through trying to figure it out. Like, wait, hold on. How much?
Oh God!
It was well, maybe we need to get 8-piece instead of
Oh Lord, have mercy.
it was
Well,
bad.
y'all-
We need a redo.
Yeah.
We need a redo.
No, y'all need a redo.
That's what I'm saying. We
Yeah.
need a
Yeah, I was
redo.
gonna say because they seemed perfectly fine.
They were.
It seemed like they were having the times of their
Yeah,
lives.
And
they
did.
got over our
Mhm.
damn nerve. We sitting there looking at them like,
See, and you have wasted your time.
Like what?
Yeah, y'all wasted your time being mad.
so pissed with y'all being happy.
Yeah.
They came in.
They were- and we went to the Coach store and everything.
Oh,
They
girl.
found the
Which
outlets.
one? Oh, yeah, I was gonna say the
Yes.
outlet.
Uh-huh.
Where was this?
We went to Myrtle Beach.
Oh, I love that one.
Mhm.
I love the Myrtle
Mhm.
Beach.
Had a
one.
good time.
Oh my God! And the sales are
Yes.
fantastic.
Yes.
Oh, honey, that's a place to
That's
be.
a good-
I love Myrtle Beach. Honey,
We had a
The
good
outlet,
time.
Yes.
And we coming in all distressed and
Oh
shoulders
my
are down
God.
and light, and here he comes. They left me.
All these niggas upstairs sleep. Then they come down like, what we gonna do? Nigga, fuck.
Why come you weren't asleep?
Because I couldn't sleep.
Why?
I couldn't. Like I'm up. I want to do something. Like what are we gonna go do? Let's go ride somewhere.
And
Well,
I
apparently-
asked them.
but nobody was up with you.
No,
No, they went to sleep on me.
even Mason, the
Even
dog.
the damn dog. When they came in, I was downstairs by myself.
And
with
then that's
food
when
on the
Mason
table.
came downstairs.
I was even one. See. we need to develop some coping skills.
Mhm.
Because see, when that situation happened,
Mhm.
you go, okay, ain't anybody here. So I'm either gonna do something by myself.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take my ass to bed too.
So
And get some rest.
here's another problem. I'm not a do something. I'm just now learning how to do things by myself.
Lies and fairy tales.
Okay. It's all right, boo boo.
I'm not a do things by myself person. So
What
now
you-
this is just now starting, like movies
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Like I really don't do that by myself.
Well, just
I
find. I mean, what are you interested in?
A lot. Like so,
Yeah, well, okay.
especially
Like
movies.
what?
I like movies. I do like movies. Entertaining movies.
Well, then come damn movie
Get you some snacks
and find out which movies are entertaining or not.
Mhm.
Because you can switch.
Now,
You can
if I go
go-
out, it's better than sitting at home. If I sit at home on
Uh-huh.
that couch,
Mhm.
I'm going to sleep.
Well,
And
you're
I
going to sleep 'cause you're tired.
yeah, that's it.
I
So
mean,
yeah.
So
that's
and
what it
that's
is.
needed.
See, you
So-
sound like Chiquita.
That's
Because
needed.
I promise you, I'll sit on the couch and the next thing you know, bang, gone.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's not a waste of time. That's actually something that you need to do.
And I gotta learn that. Like, and I'm working on learning that. I promise you, because for me, as you know, that is something that in my mind, I feel like it's a waste of time. Like, me and my mother, we would get mad that somebody let us go to sleep.
Mhm.
Remember, it's like, why did you let me sleep like that?
Because
Yeah.
you needed to.
Yeah.
Because
And
you
that's what I
need
would
to
say.
do it.
Yeah,
Because you do understand that that's one of the things that one of the fastest things to kill someone is having sleep deprivation
Mhm.
because your cognitive skills
Mhm.
have diminished significantly.
Mhm.
Your physical attributes,
Mhm.
motor skills
Mhm.
plummet.
Mhm.
You cannot live without sleep.
Hello.
You cannot do it.
Mhm.
It's physically impossible to do.
Mhm.
So when you continue to sleep deprive yourself over periods of time,
Mhm.
that is what happens physiologically. Your body is like, fuck this shit, I'm
Mhm.
Yeah.
out.
And so my
Mm.
mother's doctor told her that because she worked third shift for so
Yes.
long
Mm.
that she was taking years off her life
Absolutely.
by working third shift for
Absolutely.
so long, and that she needed to stop.
Absolutely.
And that's another reason why I stopped working third shift,
Mhm.
because literally I would just roll into the next day and not sleep.
Mm-mm.
It messes with you. It messes up with your sleep pattern.
Mhm.
It truly does.
Yeah.
And you're right. Just like sleep apnea does.
Mhm.
Sleep apnea will knock off undiagnosed, untreated sleep apnea.
Mhm.
Will knock about 7 to 8 years off your life,
Mm.
your life expectancy. Because that's
Y'all
what
hear
you're doing.
that, fellas?
Yes. Yes. Not taking your antihypertensive medicines,
Mhm.
taking that blood pressure medicine. Yes.
Mhm.
That's the biggest killer
Mhm.
of in our community of Black men.
Mhm.
And they're doing it in their 40s, they're doing it in their 50s, and they are physically dropping dead.
Mhm.
So there has to be a discussion and education about that.
Mhm.
And you
Mhm.
have to find ways to deal with your stress, your anxiety,
Mhm.
so that these things aren't manifesting itself
Mhm.
in a mirage of of disease processes.
Mhm.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And you got to eat better, take care of yourself, make smarter decisions, people. Make smarter decisions.
Mhm.
Drop, rub, do
Hello.
something.
Hello.
Do something.
Anything. Pop a gummy.
Anything.
Well,
Pop a damn gummy. I am not, as I said, I'm not an advocate for high THC levels because that creates a whole bunch of other issues.
Mhm.
But damn, do something.
So I'm just going through the comments. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
That one comment that Lena said was all they was being mad. And Chiquita said, I take myself out on dates, which we damn sure know that.
Yes.
She takes off of work and don't tell nobody.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
She said, I would be fired if I worked a third shift job.
Mhm.
And then Jay is like me. She said, I love working overnight. I can't sleep, so why not work?
Absolutely not.
But
no.
what we found out
Because
was the
it messes with you.
biological clock that's
Yeah.
inside of you messes you up.
It messes, with
Messes
the
you up.
circadian rhythms.
Mhm.
Yes, because we as human beings are not built to do that.
Nope.
No,
Mm-mm.
we have a rhythm. We have a circadian rhythm.
Mhm.
Your body has a circadian rhythm,
Mhm.
and it's not natural
Right.
to be up
Mhm.
when you're supposed to be asleep.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's not natural,
Mhm.
and
And
you're
they-
going against the natural rhythm of your body.
And
Mhm.
only reason I'm chuckling is because literally our family, for the most part, on my
Mhm.
mother's side, it's like that.
Mhm.
We don't sleep.
And don't.
I had a
I don't know what's going on with
I had
that.
an uncle that would say, "I just want to take a pint of y'all blood and find out what's going on,"
Probably
because we
it-
wouldn't
yeah.
sleep.
Oh, I bet. Oh my God. I
Like-
bet you their cortisone level are off the chain.
Mhm.
Couldn't sleep, and we get mad. Like,
Mhm.
and all of us, we would get mad. You wake us up, it's like, why'd you let me go to sleep? And I told Chiquita that, like, I don't want to sleep through the whole day, and she's like, why not?
Yes. What is so important?
I don't
Not
know.
a
It just
damn
feels
thing.
like you just slept through the day. You ain't supposed to sleep through the day.
Why ain't you?
Why aren't
We
you?
know you. Once again,
Why aren't you? Why do you think people love rainy days?
Hello? Ooh, a good thunderstorm?
you know what's
Yes.
funny? Until I got down here
Yes.
and working with, her name is Ebony Booth, and she said it was storming. She said, "Ken, did you get some of that good rain sleep?" I said,
Yes.
"What the hell is rain sleep?"
Come on, Rain Sleep.
Yes.
She
Don't
was
put-
like, "You don't know about rain
Don't
sleep?"
put
That's
it-
when I first moved. When I
Honey.
first moved down here,
Yes.
and it was raining all day, and she's country, and she was like, "Ken,
Honey.
did you get some of that rain sleep? I
Yes.
feel good. Did you get some of that rain
Yes.
sleep?"
Yes,
What
sis.
the
Don't throw on
hell?
a tin roof. You will lose your mind. You will lose your mind.
I had no idea
Now
about
that's
rain
talk to
sleep.
me like you mean it.
Hello.
Mm,
Mm.
mm.
Well,
Oh,
we
right.
gotta.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, so here's the thing.
Oh.
And Auntie V, whenever you got time, you know you're
Oh.
welcome back any time because this conversation picked up other people that are watching that I didn't know, maybe because we're on later than what we usually are.
I guess
Oh.
so.
And they
Oh,
seen
we
y'all
are.
going in on men, and it's okay.
Oh.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna close it down for today. But tomorrow is men's mental health. So let's continue the
Yes.
conversation. But more importantly, go to thehealingconsultant.com and start your
Mhm.
process. Because I'm going to start my process this month. It's a perfect place because this is the halfway mark of the year. So let June be your place where you plant your flag, and then see the difference between what the first half of the year was, and then now what the second half of the year is.
Mhm.
That's my game plan. So by the time we get to Christmas, I want to assess how I felt when I made conscious decisions to change my health, mentally and physically and emotionally.
Yes.
So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the show, and healingconsulting.com, and God willing, Kim and I will be back tomorrow.
No, you will be.
Tomorrow's
Thursday.
Thursday. I thought you were leaving Friday.
No.
Oh, so I'm by myself tomorrow?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Mm.
So I better go to sleep. Or I'm on the mic
Yes.
like this.
Yes.
So help me, y'all. Be with me tomorrow. And safe travels for Kim, because where you
Yes.
going?
I gotta go to Charleston.
West Virginia?
No,
Oh,
South
God.
Carolina.
So okay.
I was
Mhm.
saying,
I was
don't
about
do
to
it
say
like
West
that.
Virginia, gross.
Hey, don't do it like that.
Oh,
I'm like, what'd she do to you? I'm like, okay.
and Auntie V, real quick before we leave, do you got anything lined up? Where can people see you?
Oh, yes. Juneteenth celebration
Mhm.
in Cary, the 16th. It's on a Sunday.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, stop by. The
Mhm.
town of Cary is celebrating Juneteenth.
Okay.
So that'll be going on.
Thank you, Town of Cary.
Yes. Yes. I think it's let's see. Yes. And it's actually follow us on social media. You can
Mhm.
find out some of the details on that.
Mhm.
Our Instagram, yes. The Healing CBD.
That's it.
Yes.
All
So follow, like, share.
Yes.
Yes.
Please.
We're gonna be everywhere.
and try her products.
Yes.
Mhm.
And let us
Yes.
know. We would love testimonials of
Mhm.
anything that you try.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
So
And please check out the testimonials that we have already.
Mhm.
Yep.
You'd be surprised and
Hello.
amazed.
All right. Well, everybody have a good night and get some rest. You heard it here first. TDS Radio, our voice, our culture. And